Talk about podcasts, who got it first, wrench in the system, spanner in the works. Spanner in the Works podcast.
Spanner in the Works podcast.
Yeah, man. What's
DJ Tiz
happening, my fucking people? Wagwan, welcome to Spanner in the Works podcast live on TikTok. Second time we've done this. If you haven't watched any of our episodes, then wait till after this live and go and watch the fucking episodes, because we need you to watch the fucking episodes because the algorithm hates us. But what are you lot saying tonight? Right on cue. Let's see if he's brought Russell with him tonight. My co-host, your co-host. Don't speak to him until he comes on the camera. We're not going to acknowledge him until he's on the camera.
Yo.
He is. There he is. That's better. What are you saying?
Good, my brother. What's happening?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
Running around.
Yeah, not tonight. You don't know. Not tonight. You don't know that.
Just my daddy duties quickly.
You don't know yet. We started at 8
We're
o'clock.
going to cry and say, oh, we started at 8 o'clock. Where are you?
Yeah, we started at 8 o'clock, yeah? You know that, innit?
I was here at 8 o'clock, bro.
No, you wasn't.
I was here.
No, you wasn't.
I was here.
No, you wasn't.
I'm here now.
I
think I was here at 2 minutes past, maybe.
Okay, well, that's better than last week. How are you then? You good? You excited for tonight?
Very excited.
Good. Let's just do the call to action, get out of the way. We'll get straight into it. To welcome Spanner in the Works podcast live, episode 2. That correct?
Episode 2 on TikTok.
Yeah, Spanner in the Works podcast live, episode 2.
Yes. Look at that. Much better, innit, than your one.
Yeah, I guess so. Although I fucking basically was behind both of them being designed. So technically they're both my ones. Or not? No? Yes, Dave.
No, I claim in this one. Right, what's happening?
Not a lot. So listen, guys, get tapping, run up the likes, drop a comment, share the live. It pushes out to the whole of TikTok. We've got a gift goal up. We need, before the guest comes on, we need 20 roses, 5 mystery masks, 3 fireworks. You lot do that. By the time the guest lands here, this shit is popping. Trust me. So, yeah, man, straight into it then. You mentioned it on my live yesterday, but I want to mention it now. Boxing. You catch the Conor Ben Chris Eubank fight.
Yeah, man. Watched it. Me and Nicole watched it last night.
What did you think?
Bruv, we predicted that Ben was going to take it.
Yeah, I think Ben learnt a lot from the first fight, and I think that the thing that gets leveled at Eubank all the time is he doesn't have no killer instinct. He hasn't got punching power, and I think that Conor outsmarted him in the early rounds, and I just think that Eubank had, from what I saw, whenever they went to war, like Ben had the measure of him, and Eubank just doesn't have it in him to knock him out. This is a man who's had to come up weights. Like Ben had to come up weight to match him.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Is there an appetite for a third fight?
No, I think they should just allow it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be, because obviously the ego is going to.
Well, they won one each though, didn't they? So there has to be a.
That's what I mean. Yeah, there has to be. But I reckon they should allow it. Even Ben said, "Now allow it now."
Or just call it a one. Just call it a one all and done.
It's done.
Yeah, I think I agree. Kiki in the comments said you definitely need a settler. Tipperella says there's got to be one more. I listen. There's too much money at stake for it to not.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Wait till they spend their money, they'll be up for it.
Someone in the comments just said Ben is scared of losing the next one. I don't agree with that one little bit. I think Ben.
No, do you know what I think?
Ben's got the measure.
No, he wants to drop weight and concentrate on a real boxing career rather than doing this family feud.
Yeah. Which makes sense, to be fair. He hasn't. It's not an infinite career, is it?
Yeah, man. And plus the money, it's not about the money, but from what I saw today, I think he earned 1.5 mil before he even walked into the ring. This was Eubanks. And then when he got into the ring, he got another 1.2 from pay-per-view.
Wow. So did you...
in total, I think he got about 2.5 million. However, when they're fighting big fights and they're doing what they're doing, fighting for the title, it's different levels.
Different level there, especially when they're setting levels. The thing is, with the way that the Saudis are sport washing at the moment, I can see a third fight taking place in Saudi, if I'm honest. And then there'll be too much money to turn down. Did you see? What did you think of the atmosphere in there? Did you see Ben's walkout? Eubank's walkout?
Yeah, obviously we were gassed to see 50.
Yeah, man, he's in London tonight, isn't he? 50. He's at the performing at the O2 tonight.
It's just the embarrassing bit having to lose afterwards.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's boxing. Hey, but
That's weird to say, but yeah.
That's boxing, isn't it? You know, you get in the ring, there's a chance you might lose, man. It's, apart from 3 fighters in history, every boxer that's ever got into the ring has lost. So, can you name the 3 fighters in history who never lost? Name the 3 fighters in history who've never lost a professional fight. There's 4 actually. Sorry, go on. Who are they?
I'm going to be guessing. So I'll probably say Mayweather.
Yeah, that's 1.
Was that a right guess? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1.
I can tell you the rest.
Joe Calzaghe. Rocky Marciano. There's a fucking lot. Floyd Mayweather, Rocky Marciano. Now there's one more that can. Oh, sorry. Okay, right. So here's where it gets techie. Right. So Floyd Mayweather 50-0, Rocky Marciano 49-0. I swear Joe Calzaghe never lost a fucking fight. Richard Lopez is a lightweight boxer, but he had 1 draw in 52 fights. Terry Marsh, who famously stood trial for shooting Frank Warren, 26 wins, 1 draw. And a lightweight boxer from the 19th century reportedly had an official record of 28 wins and 10 draws. That was a guy called Jack McCulcliffe. But there's very, very few boxers that ever go undefeated, is my point. I'm sure, though, that Joe Calzaghe never lost a fucking fight. I'm absolutely convinced of that fact. Absolutely convinced.
No, I think he did. I think he did lose a couple.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he never lost a fight.
Didn't they say Joe Calzaghe lives in Bedford at that old pub on Golden Green? You know where Golden Green is? There used to be a massive pub on there.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it used to be
Oh,
called.
I've heard that.
They changed
rumor.
it into a house.
Yeah, it used to be called back in the day it was called Lincoln's, and it's like now it's a private yard. That's meant to be Joe Calzaghe, is it?
Yeah, that's supposed to be Joe Calzaghe's yard.
Years and years ago, I was seeing this girl from Hull.
Rumour has it.
Listen to this. Years and years ago, I was seeing this girl from Hull, and she had a friend, and this woman had been in a relationship with Joe Calzaghe, right? Anyway, years later, I'm flicking through the internet and watching true crime fucking things. This woman ends up on this true crime documentary where she'd been involved in like importing fucking cocaine or whatever, and fucking end up doing like 5 years in prison. And it was Joe Calzaghe's ex. It was the bird that I'd met. She was mad little 6 degrees of separation, isn't it? What can I tell you? And by the way, he had 46 fights and 46 wins, so I was right yet again, obviously. Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Obviously. So any
no draws.
No draws. 46-0, man. Like he beat everybody he ever faced. He beat. But he never really gets talked about in the same way as Mayweather, and I actually think that his record is more impressive than Mayweather, because when you look at the fighters that Calzaghe beat, Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, Mikhail Kessler, Jeff Lacey, Richie Woodall, Robin Reed. This guy beat some big names, you know what I mean? He wasn't like, towards the end, yeah, Floyd was hand-picking his opponents to make sure he didn't lose fights, do you know what I'm saying? I would go out, I would say, for me personally...
So they say.
For me personally, I say that Calzaghe's got the better record. And anyway, fuck Floyd Mayweather, Zionist wanker.
I knew that was coming, some sort of something.
Yeah, you're right. Look. My t-shirt says some sort of something. Yeah, free my Palestine, bro. You get me. Any gigs this weekend? What have you been up to?
No, nothing. Chilling, family. We went out for dinner yesterday. We went out for dinner today. And just spending unnecessary money.
It makes people happy. It's necessary, isn't it?
That's it. KFC. No, what did we have yesterday? I can't remember. KFC, Nando's today.
You love the chicken one, yeah?
Yeah, because she usually cooks a roast, doesn't it? She wanted a day off. She's been cooking roast every weekend. So she wanted a day off this weekend. So yeah, mate. Nando's it was, boy.
You know the cost of living's gone up when you go for Nando's. I remember back in the day it was 30 quid. Like, I mean, 3 of you could 2 of you 30 quid. Now, fucking hell.
Yeah, 2 adults, 2 kids. Today was 70 quid.
You've done all right, mate. Fucking hell, they have a deal on or something. Jesus, I can't. 2 adults, 2 kids. That's £100.
Yeah, no. Do you know what I did? I said I work for the NHS and I left my card at home, and then I started pretending that I was looking in my wallet for my NHS card, and then because I made a little thing about it, he just put it in the till.
You absolute. I thought that sounded cheap, you know. I thought that sounded fucking dirty.
I didn't tell Nicole because she's like, she'd be. I always do a little something anywhere I go, mate. I get discounted JDs for fuck's sake. If you don't ask, you don't get. Do you know what I mean?
True that. Just a quick one while we because obviously our guest is not until 9 o'clock in case people don't know, but we want to get this moving. So FYP it, share it, all of that. But the best
Luke
way
showed me that trick in the room because Luke works for NHS.
Brother, I'm literally in the middle of talking. Give me a second.
Oh, sorry.
fuck's sake, listen, brother. Best way to get bare people in this room is to gift and like and share and all of that. Lucy Dreamville, guys, if you're already part of the gang, but your heart me's grey, your TST badge is grey, hit the heart me and it'll turn.
Can you explain what all that is to me, please?
There's no point. It's pointless. It's basically pointless. It's pointless.
No, explain it, then I'll know, innit? Otherwise, I'll never know.
So basically, likes, any interaction from people.
So when they click the screen and a heart comes up.
No, yeah, but basically any interaction drives this in the algorithm. So look, because we've been talking now and like it's starting to push it and drive it and whatever. Can you give a shout out? Can you do a shout out for someone, please? Can I get a cheeky shout out from Sonny for LMA, please? Go on.
No worries, LMA. Hi, LMA. Make sure you behave at school and get your good education, sweetheart. Is that your fan's daughter, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, super fan. There's a
few
super fans in it. Big up to
do
the
well at
super
school,
fan.
kids. Do well at school. Adults, make sure you go work on Monday morning. And don't be drinking too much wine.
Unless you're me, I ain't going to work Monday morning. Fuck that. Mamacita, what's going on? What's going on? Big up the TST gang. So basically, if people see that little heart up there, if people send a heart me, they join the fan club. Yeah? So that's regular people, yeah? Then, if they send you gifts, basically, the more they give you, the more it shows you to people. But the whole thing, I'm telling you, oh, we just blanked you, Jackie. I'm so sorry. The comments are moving fast, man. You have to understand how quick these go. Thank you for the mask, D. Oh, Sonny got the mask. Wow.
What is that?
They're gifts. Fucking hell.
Hello.
I've seen 1,000
Give me
times.
some more. Give me some more.
Say thank you. You thank people.
Thank you.
Customary.
Thank you.
You want me to explain it to you? And then when I explain it to you,
do you know?
you don't listen.
Yeah.
You don't listen.
Thank you. Hey, yay for the gift. Woo. Hey, I forgot you got to do all that.
No, you haven't. I don't do that. She said she's buzzing, but she's home educated. So educated. Why listen to Sonny?
Right. Well done.
Oh, by the
do
way,
your education at home.
By the way,
well done.
I'll talk to you off air. It's not for an on-air conversation.
No, I know. I go to schools where I do extra education where kids are educated at school, but then they come to us to get away and have a little bit of fun. So yeah, we do music workshops.
So yeah, basically, the more gifts they give you, the more people get to see it. The more controversial the topic, the more people get to see it. So listen, anything else in the news you've seen this week? Anything else that's sort of caught your eye? You said yes, thank you, D. You mentioned something actually on the last in a message. Talk to me about what was it you said? Everybody's driving. No, I don't want to get into that because I don't agree with you on the mobility one, but I'll let you say it if you want. But also something about people wearing dressing gowns out in the world. Wayne, thank you, brother. Big up, man. Guys, one second. Guys, if we don't get to shout you straight away, it's because one of us is like talking and we're trying to, it doesn't go unnoticed. Keep it coming. We love you. Gift goal, that's the thing. 2 more heart me's, and then we need those roses, man. Throw them roses in the ring. Yeah, go on. What was you saying about mobility cars, which I think you're wrong on, by the way, and people wearing dressing gowns out in their daily thing, which I think you're right about, by the way.
Nothing really. I was just saying about I see a lot of people driving around in nice new cars.
Yeah.
And then there's a few people recently.
Yeah, don't count Kiki. Sorry.
Driving nice new cars, and then they get their blue badge out and stick it in the front. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like these lot want to be top shotters and show off like there's something and doing something.
Yeah, rather than it being
living your means, innit?
Yeah, rather than being. No, but
even
if you're entitled, they're really difficult to get. So if you're entitled to it, you're entitled to it. Yeah, 99.9 times.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing bad about that.
No, but hear me out. But there is and also it does actually keep the motor industry afloat. Without it, the motor industry would absolutely die. But there is a thing where it's like people will, because you have to pay a contribution towards it if you want to go up the ladder, and you do see a lot of people that are like literally balling out, like people getting like Mercs and Range. I know they're rare, but you know, Mercs and Audis and shit, and it's like, if the car's to get you from A to B, just get a Kia for fuck's sake. No one cares. And I have this thing, I worked in the motor trade, and I actually think the obsession with cars, you know, people who are obsessed with cars where it almost becomes their personality, I think that they're a little bit like just weird to me. Like you don't have enough personality about you, so your personality has to become an innate lump of metal that somehow puts you in a hierarchy above everyone else, when the reality of it is it's a load of fucking false bullshit.
Yeah, I think they should give everyone like an orange or a yellow car.
Wait, do you remember the cars back in the day, the blue ones with the 3 wheels? They were for disabled people. That's what you used to get.
Reliant.
Yeah, Robin Reliant. That was a Motability car.
No, that was just a joke thing because there's a couple of guys.
Bruv, it was.
No, I'm on about the topic was just a joke because I know a couple of guys recently that have pulled up in their Cupra, them Cupras and a few other whips, and then like, look at my new whip, and I'm like, oh, that nice whip, and then you find out later that. Yeah, anyway, that's neither here or there, and I don't want to disrespect it or be bad. But I
was just curious as to what you thought about it. I thought it was an interesting. I thought it was actually an interesting take.
And the robe thing was I've just seen loads of people these days just walking around in dressing gowns like it's a normal thing.
That. Put some clothes on, you lazy fuckers.
Going to the shop or doing the school run, and I know, like obviously some people are in a rush and whatever, but it's.
He's froze. Cheese and bread. Here we go.
Gowns, bruv.
No, we lost you then, mate. I don't know what happened. Well, we just got.
What's up?
No, you went frozen, and then we just heard dressing gowns.
Yeah,
you're back. You're back now. You're back.
No, I said. Just recently, I've been shopping and school run. I've just seen loads of dressing gowns like it's a normal attire.
Aim said she lives in her dressing gown, and Dee said she's got a Cupra. Basically, you've come in here and started upsetting my core fan. What's the matter?
No, it doesn't apply to them, does it?
So Kiki says she wears hers over her clothes all day at home. I have to take one to the dog on the. Yeah, look, I'll be honest. I'm not here for it, but each to their own. I live and let live. It's not that big in the grand scheme of things, but. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of it as well. Like, I think that like dressing gown makers have got wise to it because they've made dressing gowns and shit almost like fucking, you know what I mean, like more fashionable so people can rock them. Actually, though, did you know this? So I've got a quick story. 2.5 minutes, promise, right? Back in the day, there was a crew in New York and they were boosters. You know what boosters were? It's where like fucking 30, 40 man would rush these expensive department stores, clean out the fucking, bear in mind, 80s New York, no CCTV. They would clear out all the fucking designer section in like 2 minutes and just chip, before anyone had a chance to react. And there was a crew so famous, they were called the Lowlifes because they used to rob Polo. And they robbed so much shit, they'd rob everything. And they influenced the fashion in the hoods back in the day. And you'd have people turning up to like nightclubs where head to toe in full like Ralph Lauren Polo fucking pajama sets and shit, because these men they were known to single-handedly introduce a white preppy, like, upper class brand into the hood, and they were called the Lowlife. So salute the Lowlifes from Brooklyn in the 80s when wearing dressing gowns was fashionable, not like today, you lazy fuckers.
So do you think we should start calling them LLs again?
What, Lowlifes?
Yeah. So everyone that wears a dressing gown and goes to the shopping centre or schools, they're now called Lowlifes. That's out of order. I don't think you should call them that.
No, I'm not. I didn't say that. You did. They were called the Lowlifes because of Polo. Lowlifes. They were a boosting crew. He doesn't listen, does he? He never.
No, I was listening, but I'm saying, should we?
Why were they called the Lowlifes?
Because they were dressing gowns in the Olo, in the Lolo, in the Polos.
Oh,
so,
all right, cool.
Should we start putting that to 2025 then? Because everything comes back round in a circle. So Lowlifes are back.
So dressing gown people are Lowlifes. Is that what we're saying? But we mean in terms of they should wear polo dressing gowns. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, but make sure they all understand, however many people there are.
All right, I'm sure they do. And motherfuckers are saying they're called house coats anyway. They're called house coats. We have some mad conversations.
No, I've got about 3 or 4 dressing gowns. My son's got about 4 or 5 dressing gowns. Nicole's got about 5 dressing gowns. We've all got loads of dressing gowns.
I've only got one. I never wear it.
I'm part of that crew, but you won't catch me outside in a dressing gown.
Never. You never go. Not even the bins.
Maybe the bin.
Maybe the bins.
But I don't think I can go across to the shop. Bearing in mind, my shop is literally
it's on your street. Yeah, it's on the corner of your street.
So like, I don't think I can go to the shop in a dressing gown.
All right, cold Sunday morning. You need milk or whatever. Yeah, like it's bare cold outside. Like you've got your tracksuit on.
I'm putting my coat on.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to find a reason. Why you'd wear a dressing gown, like go out in it, and I can't find one other than you're lazy. Lazy. No, it don't really work. I've got 3 in my house and a snuddy, and I keep one dressing gown of my partner's. Lily's like, nah, I live on a main road. Now, let's put a quick poll up then. Come on. Let's go. Right, dressing gowns outside or not? Let us know. You got a minute. 1 minute. Dressing gowns outside. Crying face for hell no. Dude, and that starts with 2 crying faces because we're both saying hell no. Dressing gown under the coat if it's that cold. Now wear long johns for fuck's sake. So it's 3-2 at the moment.
Now, do you know what? I'll be honest. I've done that.
What?
I popped to the shop and stuck the coat over the dressing gown.
Oh, so can you really give it a no? Sonny's got to come across to the yes side then because he's
because you still put the coat on top to hide that the fact.
You're still wearing your dressing gown. You're still wearing your dressing gown outside.
Yeah, but I'm not proud. I'm not part of the low life gang yet. I'm still covering it. I'm like a hidden, you know, with the gays haven't come out yet. You're hidden in the closet. I'm a closet low life. I'm a closet low life.
What about jumping in the car but not walking the streets?
That's what I'm saying. I've seen bare people do that as well. What with the fag? Lucy said 21 years old, raving in another city, got cold, went hotel, got dressing gown, went back out. Yes, Nicole, walk on. Nicole, we're gonna have to give you're a special audience member because obviously, sadly for you're with this idiot. So we'll give you your own thing. Sonny's super fan. There you go. Sonny's super fan. Nicole's joined us. Big up, man. Big up. Redders, where are you? Super fans, you need yours.
The super fans.
D.
The super fans.
Ames.
How'd you get super fans?
The super fans.
Tipperella.
Is the super fans.
Mikey the greenkeeper.
Is the super fans.
Emma B.
Is the super fans.
Redders, how you get super fan is basically subscribe to being a super fan. Listen to what they get as a super fan, Sonny. It's sick, man. Tell me you think this is better than Netflix. We're gonna put it in. No, you get more than that. You get way more than that. We're gonna put a poll up. Is this value for money? Is the question. Are you ready? Well, I can't find it. So at the moment, no, it's not because we can't find it.
I hate it when I see the corner and there's like 10, 15 people. I
Why?
want to see hundreds.
No, but you won't yet. But also, you got already nearly 500 people have come through. You got to understand the platform that you're on. You're not sitting here with the TV glued to one channel. It's the flicking culture. So we've had nearly 500 people through the room in 20.
So let's start arguing, and then they'll stay here.
No, that's not how it works. Not how it works. Just chill out. Just relax. Look, you just be the face on the screen, and you let me worry about the business side. Now's not the time for you to start becoming algorithmic, mate. That shit's saying a long time ago, mate. All right?
The algorithmic low life.
Yeah, you're an algorithmic dressing gown under the coat wearing low life. So sit down and shut the fuck up. Right, basically, this is what you get. If you become
keep gifting,
super
guys,
fan.
keep gifting. I need a new car. Keep gifting. Come on.
Bruv, you're better off getting disability, mate. You got more. You get there a lot quicker.
Keep gifting. I need my blue badge.
Hey, listen to what the man said. Let me work my thing. Yeah, right. Listen, exclusive super fan perk. Super fans, spam the chat and tell me if it's worth the content. So you get behind the scenes clips from podcast, DJ prep live, my private events that I go to where Turno's my selector. You get tracks before they drop. Members only post. Super fan badges only in the live. Monthly, weekly, daily, hourly shout outs, private Discord channel, 2 super fan onlys, but not till we get to 10 super fans. We've only got 5. So if you want 2 monthly only super fans, exclusive Q&As, shield sets, open debates, I need 6 more of you, 5 more of you. You get 3 song requests per live guaranteed, with the exception of the podcast. Early access to voting to help shape the TST Top 50 of the year. Monthly Zoom hangouts, digital collectibles, 10% merch discount, and a fucking monthly something from me that'll take 6 bastard weeks to arrive. All for the great price of €9.99 per month. Cheap at half the price, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was wrong sales technique. That made me not want to buy it.
Oh, okay. Don't buy it then. In fact, guys, don't buy it.
That you shouting at everyone, and there was too much to take in all in one go.
Yeah, it depends on your brain size, I guess.
It was too much. Everyone shouting. It's too much to take in.
All right, should we try another one? All right, let's try one more. 1 second. Stay there.
Too much.
Wait, just bear with me, yeah? Like, I got it.
Start again. Yeah, but think of this as I'm your manager.
You're right.
I'm giving constructive criticism.
No, you're right.
I want you to do it properly now. Come on.
Right, listen, wait, 1 second.
Right, so let's start again. Right, bitches, how you doing? So what do we get to be your super fan?
Right. So join us on the Superfan channel where, for the sum of €9.99, you'll get exclusive content and access. That includes behind the scenes, unreleased mixes,
Much better.
and members-only posts. Recognition within the community, Superfan badges in the lives, monthly roll calls, Discord channel for my guys. Interactive perks when we get to 10. 3 song requests each live, my friends. Plus early voting access and the
You ruined it. You ruined
exclusive
it.
rewards,
It was going so
no
well.
doubt. 10% discount from the merch. Let me just please mute this jerk. $9.99. We can't hear Sonny Black. Hey, come back now.
Ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry, Simon Cowell.
It was going so well until you started
All right,
singing.
Simon Cowell. All right, fuck off, Simon Cowell.
You know what? You got quite a good chocolate balls. What's his name? Chocolate balls guy. My chocolate balls. You sound like him.
You meant Barry White, innit?
Yeah, you sounded like him.
All right, I got caught up in the moment of the song. Anyway, join the Superfans gang, and in the meantime, gift goal. We're doing well, thank you guys. We need 5 mystery masks. We've done the roses. We really need the 3 fireworks. Sonny will.
I had a couple of cowboy hats as well. I did.
Yeah, Sonny got. Well, so make sure you say thank you.
Thank you for the cowboy hats. Send me some stuff that it will shock me, like some great things that I have never seen before.
Let me just do a few shout-outs because there's a lot of people in here and I think it's right we acknowledge them, man. Come on. So big up Wayne, big up Ames, big up Lee, big up Kiki, big up D and Ames, the super fans, Redders, Nicole. There was someone I've just missed. Lucy, Course, Dreamville. No, don't ask me stupid questions about Come Dine With Me. It's off topics tonight. Paddington in Peru. Thank you very much, Redders.
Where do you see these messages, man?
I flick to the right. You can't see them.
Oh, I can't see them. But anyway, thank you, everyone. And I just want to shout out everyone for supporting any new tracks, Blaze That Vibe, Bunga, all of that. And thanks to all of Tiz's super fans whose kids also listen to the music. Big up yourselves. What's the daughter's name again, Tiz?
LMA.
LMA, big up yourself. And yeah, thank you very much.
Sick, bro. Sick.
Right, where is our guest?
He's not here till. I told you, he doesn't get here till. He's not here till 9 o'clock. We've got half an hour to talk about stuff. And Phil, chill out, man. Let me steer the shit.
Spelling the word.
Oh, go McDonald's then, bruv. Take us to a trip to McDonald's, and we'll.
No, I'm full up at the minute, and I'm trying to lose weight.
That'll be a long time.
Well, watch then.
Get some Ozempic. You'll be right then.
Give me 6 months. I'm doing it the real way, proper way.
You're gonna end up getting You're gonna be on the Monzano, man.
Not Manjaro, mate. I don't inject myself with unnecessary liquids. We're going proper way.
Podcast.
I'm taking the whole family gym. Everyone.
Breaking
Kids,
news.
Everyone's starting gym.
Breaking news.
We're all gonna get fit together.
Breaking news.
It was breaking news, isn't it? Oh, one quick thing, yeah, actually. I just want to, I said I would do a shout out for somebody. He will have snacks before this is over. Yeah, but I've told him if Russell makes an appearance, I'm kicking him out of the room. So if he starts rustling fucking crisp bags and shit, I'm muting him one time. If he does it again, he's out. So you won't.
You lot would love to come round ours and go through our snack cupboard, mate.
I bet it's wild, isn't it? One day,
Nicole, make sure it's topped up, mate.
One day you can take us on. One day you can take us on a tour of it, but not today. Not today. Listen, what I was going to say. Quick shout out. Big up to Lucy Dreamville. She's got a campaign called The Hopes of Hood, and it's basically a campaign to, from what she told me, absolutely be a pain in the arse to reform councils across Nottinghamshire and effectively improve her community. Go give Lucy a follow. Lucy, send me a heart me. I'm going to put a treasure box.
What is it again? What's Hopes of Hood?
Stop interrupting. I'll be right with you. It's called Hopes of the Hopes of Hood. And it's a Nottingham-based campaign. Follow Lucy. I put a treasure box up, 20 coins, 3 minutes, open it, and send them.
What does it do? The organisation.
What? Well, it's quite interesting. It's quite long to go into because it contained a series of voice notes.
God, not long. Can you just do it short version?
So I was just about to say, before you rudely interrupted me for the 6th time in 36 minutes, and I am keeping account, and I haven't been over 2.5 minutes yet, so just chill out.
Do I have to listen to you for 2.5 minutes at some point?
No, you don't.
No, fuck off. Shoot me now. Shoot.
It's like, look, you can leave in 24 minutes and my new co-host can take over. How about that?
It's old co-host.
Old new co-host.
Reform council spending.
Yeah, Reform Council spent £75,000 on flags. Can you believe that?
What do you mean, taking them down?
No, buying them. They spent £75,000 of council taxpayers' money just to hang flags all over Nottinghamshire. Are we all right?
What the flags that the EDL lot are putting up?
Yeah, flags, union flags, union flags, British
Reform
flags. Spent 75. The headline's not fucking hell. Shall I say it again? They spent 75.
No, is the Reform Council them the Reform lot? Yeah, because when you say council, I'm thinking some sort of borough council. Or
yes,
town.
I just said it, bruv. Nottinghamshire County Council. They spent £75,000 on flags.
So does that show you that Nottingham's big on racism?
I mean, they've got a Reform Council, so yeah. In simple terms, yeah.
There you go. See, we're all bloody saying, "Wow." There you go. I'm not the only. Well, not thick one, but you know what I mean.
You know, you're not thick. No one thinks you're thick, bruv.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I've put Reform is the EDL lot, and then I put Council, thinking Bedford Borough Council. Then I put them together and I thought, huh?
Yeah, so basically, make it simple for you. Reform in the last local election. This is why it's so important to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention...
I'll be honest with you. I do not do politics. I haven't got a clue. I know about Labour and Conservative and Greenpeace.
But who? Who's
anyway? We're talking about politics.
No, we're talking about the news. This is what we're doing in this section. I sent you a full breakdown.
Right, who's the third one? Greenpeace.
Greenpeace? Who the fuck are Greenpeace? They're not political. Wait. The 3 political parties in the UK, according to Sunny Black, are you ready? The Labour, the Conservatives, and Greenpeace. Oh God, we'll talk about it another day, man. It is a happy life without politics. Do you know what? Except it's not, because you get fucked over and you're oblivious.
No, otherwise you end up like you shouting at everyone down the bloody camera.
But I make a difference. I've been shouting at people down the camera, but I also make a difference. I made sure that there was no Reform Council in my area. So fuck you, mate. What have you done?
Yeah, and then getting 100 people making Reform pages about you.
So, we still don't have a Reform Council. That's the win.
All coming. I don't think you stopped it yourself, mate.
I was part of a campaign that made sure he didn't get elected. Do you know? Listen, bruv. You never fuck. Do you know what? I love you to bits, but what the most frustrating thing about you, is I may as well talk to a fucking wooden post sometimes for how much goes in. Like, and even if I don't even have to say it to you, it's there for you to read, and still you don't get it. Everything is politics. You have to pay attention, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I do get it. I do.
And you're part of politics. You work in schools, so you are a cog in the political machine, whether you like it or not. So you have a civic duty as a grown up to at least have a fucking ear on it. That's all I'm saying. That's not just you. That's thousands of people. And I've been saying for months now, you might call it shouting down the camera. I call it mobilising quite a lot of people. And to do a small amount is better. And this is not aimed at you. This is to do a small amount is better than to do no amount. And you may say, you didn't stop him getting elected. Well, actually, a nice little fucking guerrilla group of us did enough to make sure that people casting their votes who were thinking about reform didn't do so, which meant he didn't win. And if we'd have got him on the fucking council, we would have had a reform councillor.
And what was his name? Do you know?
Harry fucking Phillips, the battiole, yeah? Fuck him. He's a dickhead, right? And now he put a post up the other day. I'm now the party secretary for Reform Spelthorne. Translation, you fucked it in terms of getting elected as a councillor, so they gave you a little fucking side job. Go over there and play with some crayons, Harold. Pussy.
Who got elected?
It was the Lib Dem councillor won the seat. But what's really significant is, it doesn't matter, but basically at the moment, there's about 8 or 9 boroughs in Surrey, and they all have their own kind of like borough council, and then there's the county council that oversees it. But next year, what's happening is to have more kind of, I guess, cohesion and joined up working across the whole of Surrey. They're going over to what's called a unitary council, which is basically one one cat. Yeah, it's fine. You snore, but that's why you moan about everything. No, listen, on the real. Sorry,
I'm joking.
No, I don't care about you joking. It's fine. But on the real, people like you, and I'm not going to pick on you specifically, but people like you that do that, you're part of the problem because you allow people to radicalize whole groups of people because you're asleep to it. So the people that are
moving to Nottingham. How about that?
What difference is that, mate? Who are you, Robin Hood? Are you Robin Hood?
I'm joining the reform.
You're the type of person that if they speak to you enough,
You're the type of person you would. I would, because you think I'm leaving my fish and chips, having a laugh, mate.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, mate, in the pub in the pint.
Anyway, let's move it on. Let's move it on.
Someone's put D form.
Yeah, I know, D form. D form. Listen, so while I got you, because we're running a bit behind now, so 30th of November, you're pulling up, yeah? Bedford, Street Live.
Yeah, let me put it in my diary.
Are you going to perform both tracks?
Which tracks do you want to perform?
Your two big tracks.
Yes, I've got loads of big tracks. Which two in particular?
Nothing's bigger than... You tell them. Thank you, Rooney. You tell them.
Yeah, I don't know. You know me, I like to think outside the box and do things that people don't expect me to.
Cool, man. But the headline is you're performing live 30th of November, Bedford Town Centre. I got something to tell you about that, though. Basically, you know when I pulled up and they shut me down, I've emailed them 4 times and they've ignored me. So that's why I'm coming on a Sunday. I'm in Bedford on the Saturday night anyway, but I'm coming on a Sunday because there'll be no council fucking offices open. And the thing is now, I'm only doing street lives once a month.
Where are you doing it?
I'm going to do it by the Two Faces where I did it before, where they shut me down, but there'll be no one in the office.
Why don't we do it somewhere where we won't get shut down?
Lazy Sunday site, the old Lazy Sunday site.
What, right behind the bloody Bedford Borough?
By the river, yeah, man. Because you can park there. You can park there on a Sunday. You can park on a Sunday. That means I can get the equipment there. We can set it up under the trees because I've got the fucking canopy. It'll probably be raining. And if we fucking word of mouth that, yeah, and especially on the day, like send out WhatsApps if we tell people to get there, we could pack that out, bruv, and it'll be fucking sick and it'll go viral because there'll be bare people.
Right. Give me 24 hours.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who owns a shop on Ampthill Road.
Right.
But he's made like an out shop on his shop where he wants to sell delicacies like fast food,
right,
like samosas and that. And there, it's not up and running yet. So it's just a small little sheltered thing.
It's undercover sheltered, yeah?
If we can lift the shutters up,
yeah,
literally, it's on the main bloody road.
That's a great idea, Sonny Black, you know. I like that. Yeah, TST live from
I don't have anything but great ideas. I keep telling everybody.
No, you don't.
If people listen to me more,
I listen
get further
to you.
in life.
I listen to you, and I'll be honest. I'm a balanced person. I may not always agree with people, but I'm very fair, yeah? One thing I'll say about you is you always, from the day I've known you, since the days of college, yeah, have always had fucking great ideas. Thank you.
No, do you know what? I would have said we'd do it in the same place where we did Shops Got Bars, but they've done a fruit and veg stall there now. No,
but I like that. I like, and I've done outside on the main road where I live, yeah. And trust me, the traffic, yeah, is a massive part of it because they fucking bib up the place and they pull up. But what we need to do is make sure we once we've got it confirmed, we start promoting it word of mouth. I'll have my gear. We don't even need power because I'll have my generator, so we don't even need power. I've got power, so we just need the spot.
The IC4 boys asked if you're going to be doing one in London. No, because obviously they're mainly London based.
So get them to come and build a fan base. Yeah, London's not the end of the centre of the earth. Well, it is, but there are other places than London. Tell them to come. You want to give the youth a chance. Part of being a fucking artist is moving around and building new fan bases. So don't put up barriers. Oh, they only want to do London. Okay, we'll only do London then because I ain't coming to London. See when I might get there. Or I am somewhere. Why don't you come? How about that?
Yeah, cool. I'll have a word. However, what other artists have you reached out to from Bedford?
You know the whole group from Culture Festival, every single one of them, and guess how many replied?
None.
Let me just double check 1 second. Yeah, none. But we'll see. We've still got time. I said hit me up on DMs, but no one has. I think Jay will probably turn up. Jay Sim will turn up. But I ain't bothered. I don't give a fuck.
Jay Sim's hungry for it because Jay Sim's hungry.
Because Jay Sim works in it. He works in it. That's why as well. He works in it. He's there every day. A lot of other men, through no fault of their own, are at work. And you know it's like when you go work, you come home, you're fucking
Not
tired.
just that, but then some people are just haters, bro. Well, what's Tiz? Want to be AG? Well, not we're gonna get any views or anyone watching us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but listen, I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it again with my chest over and over again. In my career making money from music, I've made upwards of £250,000. So I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You can kiss my ass. I couldn't care less.
Black and white ass.
Shut your mouth. There's not a boy in a camp I wouldn't say suck your mum.
Right, should we have an argument so we get more viewers?
I need a lighter. I'm gonna have a fucking argument if I can't find a fucking lighter.
Oh, you're gonna argue with yourself as per. Right, everyone, we're gonna get loads of viewers now. Argue with yourself. Go on.
You argue with myself. How do you argue with yourself?
With the lighter.
Wait, listen, why do you always
Where's your lighter?
Why do you diminish my fucking intelligence down to a fucking base level? You don't respect
it's not diminishing your intelligence.
You don't respect my brain, you know. You treat me like I'm some sort of dickhead, bruv.
Where's your lighter?
I'm going to have to go out. No, I didn't have it. The flint's gone. You're going to have to hold the fort. You're going to have to hold the fort. I jump on my bike, yeah? But you're going to have to hold the fort.
No, seriously, are you for real?
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
You've got no lighter around you.
No, it's my only one. That's why I'm stressing, because it's the third lighter this weekend to go. And I kept...
Yeah, take that one.
Hold the fort for 10 minutes. You've got to listen.
Right, everyone do a fire emoji. Everyone do a fire emoji for Warren's Tiz's lighter. Everyone do a fire emoji.
List, yeah? This segment is where were you going to pull up over the rest of the year? You were talking about that, yeah? So I'll be back in a minute.
There's one in the cupboard in the kitchen. There's one in the cupboard in the kitchen.
Who just said that?
Is AJ there? Redders.
No, I don't think
right, quick. Right, everyone do a fire emoji for Tiz's lighter. I'll start it off. Right, everyone do a fire emoji. My host has lost his lighter. What kind of stuff is this? You always have to have a backup lighter, bro. This is how we work. See, you're not ready. Do your tap, like, share, follow. How do you write that? So tap, follow. What do you mean? Oh, right, everyone tap your screen. Like, share, and follow, please. Let's get some people up. Right, everyone. We've got a guest coming in. We've got 13 people here. Come on, guys. Share, like, follow, tap. I need to dye my beard again, innit? You can see the whites here.
Oh, yeah, this is riveting. This is fucking hell. That's what I tuned in for, to see you talk about your beard. Who cares?
Everyone tap the screen.
I got an shit. He's not as good as me, is he? No, you are.
Everyone tap. No, someone said it. Do your tap screen.
So
tapping the screen, please.
So listen, we got
tapping the screen. Tapping this. Watch this get viewers up, because like people are going to start being racist. Tapping the screen, please.
Keir Starmer's a wanker.
Guess what happened the other day?
Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Thank you, Red, as I shouted up the stairs. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
I had Nicole in tears yesterday. Tell him what I called our Prime Minister the other day. So,
yes, who just hit me with that? Who just hit me with that fist bump? Go on, Wayne. Go on, Wayne.
So now, bruv, so we was talking about something.
What did you call it?
And I went, Keir Starmer's not going to be happy about that.
Keir Starmer.
She went, who? I went, Keir Starmer. She goes, who the fuck's Keir Starmer? I went, Prime Minister. Bruv, she was crying in tears. Keir Starmer. I got him mixed up with the other guy from Netflix, didn't I?
Who? What guy from
Netflix? It? The guy that ate the people.
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer. Are you calling him Keir Dahmer?
Keir Dahmer.
Keir Dahmer. His name's Keir, you fucking idiot.
I know. I don't know. That's what I said. I said, who gives a fuck? I've got my own problems.
Yeah, but most of them caused by them indirectly. All right, listen. Wait, back on track.
Yeah, so but that's what I called him. That's Keir Starmer. Yeah, apparently.
So listen,
just called Keir Starmer.
Just going back to that. Who's his thinking is AG? Going back to that. Yeah. I'm going to do one a month.
Yeah, but guess what? It's not anybody else. Everybody else bigs you up. Look, you travel up and down the country doing what you're doing. People love us. Oh yeah, you're an AG. You're an AG. Everyone bigs me up, shouts me out. Yo, you man, pass for AG. I see Tiz do AG. This. Everyone got love for us, apart from our own fucking town.
I-
And guess
I-
what? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck them. Listen, I'll give you a Wiley bar. There's not a boy in a camp who I wouldn't say suck your mum to, so shut your mouth.
Who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? I've got people reviewing my tape from fucking overseas. I didn't ask for this.
Ain't it?
I didn't ask people to listen to my shit and review it. I didn't ask for.
So listen, speaking about towns outside of ours, yeah. So next year we're gonna go Leeds. But yes, Shady, wagwan, brother. We're gonna go Leeds next year.
Big up everyone in the chat, man. Get through.
But listen, I told you it. Nah, Frenchy's on at 9. GDG, don't worry, he's here, man. He's here. He's coming. 9 o'clock. 5-2. He's gonna jump in, and then we're gonna
Frenchy's fans are here. Frenchy's fans are here. That's what I'm saying. You and Frenchy got fans. I ain't got fans.
You have. We're going Leeds, Ipswich, Luton, and I'm going to go back to Watford. But I'm only going to do this is the only one. Notts is still on the list as well. So on the list is Leeds, Ipswich, Luton, Watford, Nottingham, and Bedford, which we're going to do this month. They're there, and they'll be. But I'm going to do one per month. Southall's on the list as well, but I'm going to do one per month every month next year.
Okay.
And each month we'll look to grow it, bring people every month. And the place where we pull up, so Leeds will have someone from Leeds, Ipswich will have Blaze and Menace from Brotherhood.
People are
Luton will get Firelight Cypher. Watford, we've done Watford, but we can do it again. Nottingham, and Lucy in the chat has got links with Nottingham borrowers as well. And we can go and smack Nottingham, bruv. And I've told you this is what's going to happen. You heard me. Listen, like you're a great planner and have great ideas. And like me, and I'm also, as you are, I'm a great executioner, yeah? And if I say it's going to happen, did I not say we do it? Say no more. It will happen. There you go. What can I say? So next year, in the chat, quick now for the next 2 minutes, spam the chat with where you'd like us to pull up.
Do you know what we're a bit like? I've just thought of, I don't know why. Have you watched Rated 18 podcast?
Nah, but you always talk about it.
Yeah, I'm like Kane Brown, and you're that Savage, whatever his name is, Savage Dan.
Oh,
no, that's the other guy.
Look who's just joined.
Who?
Original Culture Festival. Original Culture Festival.
Oh, big up, sis. It's Fiona here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up, sis.
What about sis? How you doing?
You said I didn't acknowledge you. It was nothing to do with you, sis. The guy was doing my nutting. He hasn't done my nutting so far yet. We're all right. We're professional. We've got Frenchy on, so we're doing an interview. We've spoken about people that wear dressing gowns while they go shopping or in town or on the school run.
One thing we haven't done, we haven't hit the gift goal. We said we wanted to do it before the hour, so we need 3 fireworks and 2 mystery marks. If we can do that by 9, we do that by 9, and then Frenchy comes on, we'll get up into the 30s, 40s, 50s, and it'll keep climbing. But we need to keep tapping, and we need to fucking smash this algorithmic bollocks, so please help us do it. That was it.
Talk about algorithmic bollocks. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was talking about, so he's doing stocks and shares and online gold, silver, and what's the money called? Different types of money.
Currency.
And he does all of that shit, innit? And we literally had a phone conversation about it, bro. The guy was like, "Oh, you need to get on it. He's got this automated."
Sounds like a Ponzi scheme already. It was a joke.
But anyway, we were talking about it, brother. Put the phone down. Straight away on my feed, and I went into Google to search something. Yeah, straight away, automatically, without me even looking, things started popping up saying.
Sonny's just catching up from Sonny, most of us kind of got that in about 2017, brothers. That's what they're called cookies.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is...
And you're being listened to, and you're being analysed at every moment. Bruv, none of this is new news.
No, but without actually having to search
I know.
it.
Yeah, none of it's new news, bruv. None of it, you're living it every single day. Oh, that's why I don't do social media. But you might not do social media, but social media does you.
Yeah, mate. We're being listened to and watched and everything. So even when, if you're watching porn and masturbating, you're actually being watched without you knowing. Mm. So be careful.
Sonny, you'll get dressing gown ads when you come off the live. I was going to say something else then, but I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to say it. Are you frozen? You're trying to pretend you're frozen, isn't it? He's a dick. He hasn't frozen. He hasn't. He's just like staring at the screen. I can tell. Look at him. Absolute idiot, boy. All right, well, if he's not going to work, I'll do the fucking work. Oh! Pop, 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 pop. The fireworks gone up. The firework has gone up. Sonny, are you really frozen? Because I ain't got time to fuck about, bruv. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the bane of my life, bro. Swear down. Well, it looks like we've lost our co-host. All right, we've got... Yeah. I don't know. I think he was playing games. He looked like he was playing games to me. Thank you. No guest, no co-host. Spanner in the Works podcast. Fuck's sake. I hope you lot are good though, man. It gives me a chance to talk to you lot, innit? Hope you lot are good, man. Big up. Jeannie G, what's going on? Fiona, sister. Lee, how you doing? How are the super fans? It's the super fans. Where is he? Is he back? Probably not. Yeah, he's back. I'll invite him back. Right, we're waiting for our guest now. Let's see if we can get our guest on. Hey, hello, welcome, Sonny Black.
I thought they banned me.
Why? What did you say?
I said it might have got frozen when I said what I said. Thank God.
Yes, Soren, what's going on? Thank God what? Guys, if you haven't... One second. If you haven't...
Sometimes I forget we're on bloody live and other people watching. I think we're on like WhatsApp video call.
We never really do a WhatsApp video call, bro. Guys, I put a treasure box up there. When it opens, take it out and send a heart me, man. Send a heart me. Oh yeah, because he said the P word. Yeah, you can't say PORN. You got to say horn. Not.
There's loads of stuff you can't say. Like you lot say.
I say.
I'm not even saying. I'm not saying anything on here, man. Even when we're talking the other day, weird. I don't like this stuff.
I only get banned for threat and violence. So I told him to come at 5 to 9, and obviously he's not here yet. So we're waiting on our
BMT.
BMT.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's a bit racist, or at least at the very least stereotypical prejudice?
No, shut up. Just look at you, reform.
No, I'm not reformed. You don't get this, do you?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, isn't it? Saying I love TikTok Shop. Do you know what happened to me? I started. I got a bit hooked on TikTok Shop. I had to stop. I bought a speaker, Bluetooth speaker. I bought.
What was it like? It's all shit. It's all tack.
Yeah, it's all tack, man.
Get it on Amazon.
It's all right. It will do for the kids. The kids love it.
A lot of tat on there, though.
Nicole's blasting it this morning, but yeah, man, everyone's all on there selling stuff. Buy this, buy that, and it.
Just keep talking for a minute, because I need to find out where he is.
Did you for your basket? I've got loads, mate. I've got loads. Even downloaded TeamU, but I don't think TeamU's the one for me, so I deleted it. But yeah, I don't really go online and do stuff, man. So, all right, he's gone.
Nah, I just went to message our guest to see where he's at, but he's not here yet. TikTok is better than Temu. Much of a muchness in my experience, to be honest. But, everybody's experiences are different. I just, consumerism.
Has anyone ever ordered from, the people abroad that are selling, like, the designer jackets for, like, hundreds of quids? Has anyone ever bought one of them before or anything? And are they actually real or are they fake?
Yeah, I watched
good imitations.
I watched this documentary, and basically, short version, it's the same people in the same factories without quality control. That's the difference. Swear down. I'll post it up. Yeah, I watched it. I was like, rah. The guy with the Chinaman was like, yeah, basically, this is where we make it here, and we make the same one, and these one stitch in, put to bin. When dark, man come, take, move to other factory, still box, send, cheaper. Same off the same production line, bruv. I swear down, it was mad. It was fucking mad. And the difference is like one tiny little bit. And a lot of the time, the undercover guy was like, and a lot of the time, there's absolutely nothing wrong. They just whack it like, bruv. It's a racket, mate.
So it's like TK Maxx.
No, this is in China. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but TK Maxx. That's what I'm saying. They have a little thread or something. That's why they get there.
Yeah, but these are like actual fucking, so like a $5,000 fucking Louis bag, yeah? Like literally one piece of stitching, and it's getting sold for £150, and it's coming from the same place, bro. But then what happens is they have that. So when it stays on the official production line, it then goes through the Nike or Louis or whoever's quality control, and all it is a man from the brand saying, yeah, that's fine, and thousands of pairs before it's even got to him have been siphoned off to the side, put on these sites, and sold at a fucking fraction of the cost. And it's insane.
But do you know what I rate?
But hang on, but what it means is people, and it's just a stupid game.
I rate though these days that the younger generation, like when we were between the age of 18 and between the ages of 18 and say 30, maybe up to 35, we were quite branded. Where when we used to go clubbing, it was Moschino, it was Iceberg, it was Click Suits, it was before that it was Spliffy and all that. But when we started getting on it, we were spending stupid money on garments, bruv.
I remember when
now man are buying what are they called? The matching. They got a certain name for it. Oh, what do they call it? Cord, not cord. When they're matching top and bottom.
Actually, in 1 minute, bro. Go on. Do what? What are you talking?
Oh, I don't know. But nowadays, younger generation are just wearing a little £20 fucking matching top and bottoms, bruv, from fucking TikTok, and they're happy.
Yeah. True that. Right, listen.
Cohorts. There you go. Cohorts. There you go.
The Redders, man.
Thank you, Redders. Yeah. Now these kids are going around wearing. These kids are going around wearing cohorts, and they're more than happy rather than spending fucking. And that little 20, 30, 40 pound cohort's looking nice.
Yeah, man.
But you got to have a good body. You can't have a dad bod like me.
Or me. Just get one of them things that pulls all your shit in, man. One of them vests.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what are they called. I see
compression vest. Get one.
And big up Wiley, man. Everyone shout out Wiley. And I mean, man's honest and come back. And people have made a big thing about him and his thing recently. Yeah, but his brother come out and said, "Nah, my brother's not broke, mate. My brother's not broke.
He's not broke. He might be living at his mum's.
But do you know what? Wiley's smart at playing his thing, bruv.
I love him, bruv. I love him.
And he's just a realist.
He's so ADHD as well. It's unbelievable. He's so ADHD. Trust me. Wiley has ADHD.
He reminds me of me so much.
And me. And you. Yeah, he does. So listen, right, guys, he's here. He's in the chat. He's in the chat right now. Before we get to him, let me do my thing, bruv. We've just gone 9. Empty that treasure box and turn them heart me's up there to at least 70. So come on,
click
get
the screen,
going,
guys. Come on, like, subscribe, and make sure you click the screen, guys.
Fuck's sake, this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't listen. He thinks everything's a joke. Thinks it's a joke, bruv. I know what I'm doing with this, yeah. Listen and learn, and then you can act the clown for real.
I was doing it.
I was in the middle of it. You just started doing it. I'm being specific. Shush, man. Rasclar. Fuck, it's gone now. Fucking killed the moment, innit? Super fans, we need more super fans. We need more super fans. It's the super fans. Get involved. Trust me, you get bare shit. Heart me's, and we need 2 more fireworks. 2 more fireworks. All right, listen. Gives me great pleasure. We're going to be touching on a lot. Oh, look at him. He just can't, can he? Can't help himself. This is supposed to be a serious, like, semi-serious platform, and this is what I have to deal with fucking every week of my life. Wouldn't be the same without him, though, would it? All right. Yes, Suki. Yes, Jeannie. Right. We've got my brother joining us now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sonny! All right, French man, change your plan. I need you to come co-host, man. We'll find someone else to fucking interview. Are you ready?
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, he's back. Welcome, and let's get him in the room. So, my brother, great pleasure to introduce, host of many things on In2Beats Radio, legend of the hosting and radio scene in our town, Bedford and beyond. My brother, the French man himself. What's happening? He's not quite on yet.
Come on, I'm there, man. I'm there.
There he is. Ah, he's lit it up. What's going on, French man?
Bro? What's going on, man?
How you doing?
What's happening, brother?
I can't complain, man. I'm chilling. What you saying? How you doing,
All
Sonny?
good, brother. All good, brother. All good.
Yeah,
French
man.
Look at this, boy.
I know, mad, isn't it? Who would hang on, we should screenshot this right now, yeah? Right, 9:05 on the 16th of November, 2025. Who would have, 18 months ago, who would have ever thought that with this screen would be screenshotable, innit? Madness.
How you doing? Hey, do you know what it is? We live and we grow up, man. We men now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We live and we earn. So listen, let's just start off at the beginning. For some people will know who you are, obviously. but there'll be a lot of people here, certainly people that follow my TikTok, who won't know who you are. I don't think you've ever met Redders either, have you? You've never met Mrs. Tiz, have you? I don't think you have. Nah. So, Big Rob's joined us. Yes, Big Rob. So listen, tell the people out there who don't know who you are.
I'm the fresh boy, man. I'm Francis. So once again, you know me. Sonny knows me as well, yeah. So a lot of people, they say like, what's your name, Frenchy? Are you French? I'm like, no, my name's Francis. That's really why my name became French, man. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. It's Francis. It's Frinny. You might know me as Frinny from way back. You know what I mean? Back. People that really know me, they know me as Frinny from way back. Warren, you know me as Kid Fran from way back.
You read my mind there. You took that for I was going to say, I know you was Kid Fran.
Yeah. You know what I mean? How you doing, AJ? You good, yeah?
So as you said, we've known each other for a long time. Quick question, because I don't actually know the answer to this. How long have you two known each other?
I've known Sonny from way. You know what it is? I don't know about you, Sonny, but like I feel like in Bedford we kind of all grew up knowing each other. You know what I mean? We all kind of went to a different school. We kind of went college together. You see each other growing up in the street. It's a small town still, so you know what I mean. That's how it goes.
But I was born in Bedford. Were you born? You weren't born in Bedford.
No. I moved to Bedford when I was 14. When I was 14.
Yeah.
So like,
it was circles. I think Frinny used to hang around with Ben and Adrian, and
before that, I used to hang about with Warren and the Browns and blah blah in London Road and whatnot. You know what I mean?
So that's how you got to know him.
The Clarks, Gooch, L. Patterson, Easy P, Turbo. Shout out Earl, man.
You got to know him through London Road days, and I got to know him when he started hanging with the Kempston man.
Okay, so which pretty much sums up Bedford. But look, taking it back before then, because you just said then you arrived in Bedford at like 14. I remember. I swear I remember you 93. Like the doggy style had just dropped, and I think I remember you around them times there. Yeah, but am I right? Let me see if my memory is on point. Right, like, I could be wrong, so I'll hold my hands up. I might be wrong, but this is what I think.
Yeah.
So you were born in South Africa.
Yeah. Well, Zambia.
You lived in Jamaica.
I was born in Zambia, right?
You born in Zambia. You lived in Jamaica.
Yeah. Well, no,
and then you.
No, I actually wasn't. Let me tell you something. Yeah, because we grown men now. We grown men now. We got to speak on all this shit. Yeah. So basically, being that I was an African youth, yeah. When I was growing up, it was not cool to be African. But I grew up predominantly a lot of Caribbean, so people thought I was Caribbean. So I made out like my pops was from Jamaica when I was what?
Oh wow! No way.
It feels shameful, but you know what it is. As a grown,
I
wanted to be white. I wanted to be white when I was young.
Why did you? Well, speak on that. So then we understand each other. Why did you want to be white when you're growing up?
Because I kept being racially abused for being one of the only Asians in Kempston, and I used to say to myself, I wish I was a little bit lighter, then people would stop cussing me for being Asian or just brown. Or even black. Some people thought I was black.
I used to want to be blacker, and I used to want I didn't want a white stepdad. I wanted my black dad to be there, and I wished I was blacker, and I wished I had more black family. That's how I felt a lot when I was younger. So it's mad, isn't it? How everyone kind of.
Anyway, this isn't about us. Let's get back
but it's an interesting point about identity. But you're right. But to be fair, I didn't know that about you. When I was doing this, obviously.
But do you know it all comes down to? It all comes down to being accepted.
I wasn't speaking in the middle of the sentence.
But you know what it is? You know what it is though, Sonny? As a grown man now, yeah, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But when you're young, it feels like you want to be accepted. You get what I'm trying to say? Mm. Yeah, you still want to fit in. Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to fit. Anything that makes you different, well, for me, I can't speak for you, man, but anything that made me different, I didn't like it. But now I'm so comfortable in my own skin. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get it. Now people are saying all of our ancestors come from Africa. Now people are saying all kinds. Africa's the leading country in like getting big money now and all the rest of it. But back in the day, do you remember how Africa was portrayed in the adverts with the flies and the kids' faces crying and skinny and that? Do you remember? That's why, because they portrayed it like that and they made it out like Africa was a poor country and people were ashamed to be from there. But it was nothing like that.
All it is, it boils down to negativity, and everyone wants to be associated with something positive. You get what I'm trying to say? And
there you go.
I felt, yeah, And it's funny that now you've got TikTok and you've got so many people that put out videos, so you see each other's stories. You get what I'm trying to say? But I felt at the time that being an African is something. Listen, I got kicked out of school, I got suspended, all for being, because people try and run joke on me. You get what I'm trying to say? They'll try and run joke on me, you African booty scratcher, this and that. Next thing, bang, now I'm suspended. You get what I'm trying to say? So it was something that I feel ashamed to say that now, but as a kid, before knowing yourself and understanding who you are, yeah, it's like you want to fit in, you want to be like this, you want to be like that. So that's what it was. That's what
So
it was.
you mentioned school. You mentioned school, and so you moved to East London, and you went to school with we were just talking about him. Did you go to school with Wiley or the same school as Wiley?
We was in the same class, man. We was in the same class.
Same year, innit?
Yeah, you guys go to a school called Bow Boys. You know what I mean? Because I went.
You said same class, bruv.
We was in the same class, man. I know
You know that?
properly.
Did you not know that? Did you not know that, Sonny?
No.
Same class, man. I grew up in Bow. I grew up in Myland, then Manor Park, then I moved to Bow. So when I was living in Bow, I went to a school called Bow Boys, which is the same school that Wiley went to. You know what I mean? So, and there's a couple other people that went there. It was crazy because I moved from London to Bedford. Yeah. I moved from London. Sorry, my missus just coming. I moved from London to Bedford, yeah. And then one day, obviously, this is going back in the days. There was a club called Cabana. Warren, you know Cabana back in the days, innit? Yeah, well,
yeah, man.
You know that as well, son, innit?
Yeah, man.
And next thing I seen him there, and it was like, what are you doing here? Yeah. And it's like, what are you doing here? But I was like, I live here. Yeah, but I think
you know who got him there? Do you know that time because I know the time you're talking about. Yeah, Pops, man. Pops got him there. But you know, the mad thing is, I know how much. We all know Pop, yeah, and this will make you laugh. Big up Pop, big up Core Nutrition, right? But Pop paid them man like £20 and a bud, yeah, to come and train fair to come from East London and tear up a jungle set. And you know what? If you go on YouTube now, that set's on there. You know.
You know what? It's crazy, and you know what it is. On one of his lyrics, he actually says that he kind of started off in Bedford. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what it was? There was a lot of shit was banned in London. A lot of things like that they were doing, they locked it off in London. So them man were kind of coming out here, there, and everywhere. You know what I mean? But Bedford was one places. So you know,
Bedford. People don't realise how much Bedford contributed towards the music scene in the UK.
And still does right now. And right now, right this second.
And when we've got legends, when we've got legends like Wiley
and a couple of other people, you know what I mean. But you remember, like when I first moved to Bedford, yeah, there was still that festival, Lazy Sunday. You know what I mean? And I found that Lazy Sunday is something that brought down people from everywhere. Yeah, people that were not even from Bedford were coming down here. Yeah. There was a vibe. There was a vibe still in the 90s. Right, listen.
Bro, I think...
sorry to cut. In the 90s, there was such a vibe. I thought as a rapper, I tried to rap, but that's a different story.
Listen. Yeah. But the thing is, right? Yeah, but listen. This is how bad I was back in. I wasn't rapping back in the day. I couldn't even get in the group that you got in. Do you know what I mean? So my bars were not up to par back in them days, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But I remember Kid Fran, KFP, you man, with Easy P and Professor G.
You know what the crazy thing though that I cringe about now, yeah? That the scene wasn't like how it is now. So man, we're trying to rap in American accents.
In American accents, yeah, man.
Now I don't respect that at all. Like you can't be from the UK and be rapping in American accent.
Even if you're 14, innit, you can't be doing that. So look, bringing it to the kind of music things. Obviously, you land in Bedford, you grow up in Bedford. We all kind of grow up together and we discussed. So then, like, I remember you getting into this. So you got onto the station in 2011. So was you doing anything like really? Because I don't really remember. Were you doing anything music-wise before that?
No. So what had happened? What really happened? Yeah, is that I mean, how can I put it? My mom used to go Durban and like, in South Africa a lot. Like I got a lot of my family, they all live in South Africa right now. So she used to go there. You know what I mean? But every time she used to come back, she used to bring these CDs. Soulful House, Afro House, Black Coffee, and all that. This is before.
Are we going back to some? So we're going back to like what, the late 90s, early 2000s?
No, just before I started radio with you, so I'll say probably about when
Late
did we start?
2010.
2011. So probably
2011, so you're talking 2010 around them times.
2007, I would say, right? I
Okay.
had a bunch of all this music. I had all this music that I wanted to share with the world, yeah. But it wasn't big like it is now, yeah. So
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, before that, I used to hang about with YB, yeah. Remember YB?
Yeah, of course.
So YB used to be with his sound system called Stallion back in the day. Yeah. Big shout
Big up Andrew Stallion, man.
Yeah, you know, so it's funny to say this, but I ain't got no shame in my game. So I wasn't the DJ, I was a box boy. So we used to get into that from 16, 17.
Man said I got no shame in my game. I was a box boy.
And you know what a box boy is really, yeah?
Yeah. The man that carried the records. It was the man that carried the records. Yeah, the box boy.
The records. So from 16, but I love being a box boy because all it was, them days clubbing was big. Yeah. So we used to play in certain clubs, yeah, and we go straight to the front, carrying boxes like everyone starts to fight like the Sea of Moses. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, everyone be looking at mine like, yeah, it's the DJs. So I was learning, but I didn't know how to DJ. You know what I mean? But I always wanted to do something. It was funny, just before we got into Beats Tiz, yeah, I tried to remember Channel U and all them channels there.
Yeah, of course, because we tried to get videos on there back in the day. We didn't have the money to do it, but yeah, of course I remember Channel U.
Well, there was a couple other channels similar that were trying to come up, and I went for a couple of auditions, but this was going to be on TV, so they just didn't have the funding to really, but them kind of low budget channels. No disrespect to channels, but so I was sitting on all this music, then I had an advert in In2Beats or whatnot, and then I think you got in touch with me.
Because what happened was if you remember, I used to work at Audi. We used to always be in and out of cars. I remember being in a car one day, and it was on the station channel. Yeah. Let me mute Sonny, man. The background noise, isn't it? Like I'm trying to record. We're going to want to record this and snip it up. So that background noise, it messes up when you're trying to snip it. Anyway, so I must have heard the advert. Remember they were running that advert. If you want to be on In2Beats, it's starting on this date. And I remember being in the car thinking, right, yeah, or maybe like gone home that night, like smoked some bud, and then like my brain's racing, and I'm thinking, yeah, we could do a rap show. And I remember getting in touch with you, and going, yeah, let's do the rap show. But we only did, to my memory, I think we only did maybe six shows ever at maximum. Yeah.
So a couple more, because we only did it on Fridays, isn't it?
Yeah, we only did Fridays, but I remember I did one weekday show with you. But you then, because then what you were doing like a load of shows throughout the week, and we're gonna kind of that's where we're gonna kind of delve into now. And then what happened then is me and Sonny took over the rap show, and I think you were kind of like, because they back then they used the word urban, they called it an urban station. I do think Bedford's always got, just for people who don't understand, and I'll explain this bit to the audience and then let you come back in. But a lot of people don't understand about Bedford, but I often touch on it when I'm doing this show. It's just how entrenched in the British music like landscape Bedford is. Like from Esquires to like Turno's killing it in drum and bass. Little Silver's a big house DJ. You've got rock bands that have got number one albums across the world. You've got a pop star in Tom Grennan, but also on an underground level, it's always had like big garage scene. It's always had like underground drum and bass, and that the In2Beats grew out of the record shop, which was a record shop, and it had a pirate station above it. So what I think, what I saw, the way I see it now, looking back retrospectively, is because the In2Beats had the credibility, because it was like you had KC in his heyday, you had fucking Silver or whoever, and pick a name from Bedford who would be at a Bedford club or a Bedford event. They were on that station from the beginning, and you have me and you doing a rap show, then me and Sonny end up doing a rap show. But I think in them early days, do you remember going for a meal for like the first month, and they were like, they took everyone for a meal in the Indian restaurant below, and they basically gave you a trophy. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm fucking real and I say it with my chest. I think that's when the initial seeds of the rivalry started for me, because I'm sitting there going like, what do you mean, bro? Why are you giving this man like props? And then me and him start doing the rap show, and then we'll get into the breakdown, because we'll get into that a little bit later down the line and how me and him end up getting kicked off the fucking radio and all of that. But yeah, in them early days, I kind of in my head have you as like you were kind of the face of In2Beats in the early days. You did that thing, and I guess where I'm kind of trying to go with that is now let you take over and tell that story. Here we are, what? Nearly 15 years later. It'll be 15 years in April. April 29th was the official day because it was the day of Prince William and Kate's wedding. So it was April 29th, 2011. So next year will be the 15 years. How do you still raise a glass for that, man? How do you still get up in the morning and
you're like Brian from Kempston. Fucking Brian remembers everyone's birthdays. You remember dates like Brian from Kempston.
Yeah. I'm on the spectrum. I'm on the spectrum, innit? I'm on the spectrum, bro.
No, it's not. It's a gift. Like that movie Rain Man, innit?
Yeah,
that is a gift, man.
It's a gift, bruv. No, you telling me people can remember dates like that? I was watching the Overlap podcast with Gary Neville and they had someone come on that could remember the scores at a particular date and time of Man United.
I'm not far off that. I can name every World Cup final team and score, and I can name every FA Cup winner from 1980.
And considering you bun, obviously, whatever.
Bear Green.
Exactly. So, fucking hell, bruv. You got some next brain, bruv.
Nah, but
just quick pause. Yo, one second, quick pause. We just hit our gift goal.
So,
carry on, French man.
If he forgets your birthday or anniversary or anything, he's chatting shit because he remembers everything else.
The Frenchman, right? Listen, let me one quick one about that, right? Frenchy, when we was all at school, there was two people who had a birthday on a particular date, and this guy, and this also harks back to your whole my dad was Jamaican thing. This man was good at. This man was an actor from day. He could spin a truth, right? Years later, I rang him up one day on the day and went, "Yeah, bruv, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday!" And he's like, "Nah, Tiz, let me tell you the truth, yeah? Because I didn't want these people to be older than me at school. I brought my birthday forward by 3 days. It's really on the 6th.
So this guy is a proper fraudulent African. We don't know who he really is. Who is this guy? Is he really French? Who that? What's your real name? He's lying. His whole life's a lie.
Nah, man, listen, do you know what the funny thing is here? The things that matter when you're small, when you're still young.
When you're little, is so true. So true.
So was you a compulsive liar when you were young?
I've never been at all. Never been. I've always
just making up shit. That's mad. He made up his birthday. He made up that his dad was Jamaican.
No. You put this way, Warren, he knew my real birthday. He really knew. I think
it's because we were young. Because I knew you from young, innit? Like.
You know what it is, when you're still young, even a man saying he's 3 days older than you, it
was like, a big thing, innit? It was a big thing.
I'm older than you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want a man to say he's older than you, you know what I mean? You don't want a man to say he's older than you. So,
that's so true. That's so fucking true, bro.
That is true,
That is so fucking true.
Yeah, when you're young, it's the dumbest thing when you're young. You get me, yeah? But that's the beauty of being young, you know what I mean? You grow up, you learn, and you start being at one with yourself, you know?
All right, let me host this quickly. For those of you who have just joined us, big up everyone. It's Spanner in the Works podcast, the 2nd episode, live on TikTok. Co-host, Big Tiz down there. Me, am I up here on your screen? Or am I
you're up there, bro. Yeah, well, you're
I'm up there. And down below us is, if you're wondering who he is, big up everyone in the chat. If you're wondering who he is, you should hear his voice. He's the man, the myth, the legend, the host of Bedford, Frenchy, and everyone's probably thinking, what the hell are Frenchy and Tiz doing on the same screen? And maybe even Sonny, because what happens with me, Frenchy, I don't know if you can agree to this, but because a lot of people take a disliking towards him, they automatically dislike me because I'm his mate. And I've explained this to him lots of times.
He's such a fucking victim.
And I've explained to him this to a lot. I go, I know a lot of people hate me for my own things, but a lot of people hate me because I'm his mate. And I just keep telling him. It goes, nah.
I don't know if you know this, me and Tizzy, we chopped up for about an hour a couple of weeks ago, The thing is,
it was actually 1 hour and 21 minutes, just to be precise.
Oh, fucking hell. That's what I'm saying. You're too much. You're too much. It's a bit stalker vibes, bruv. I'll be honest. It's a bit stalkerish.
No, but you know what it is? Like, I rate the man now, and the thing is, it's like ego. It's the ego. Because I've got, not anymore, right? But I had enough ego. And I think Tiz, he's a man that's set in his way. Rightly so, though. Rightly so. You know what I mean? And sometimes that could clash, And when you got egos, small things like that clash when you're still young, and you get what I'm trying to say. Where is
I
it now?
do, but listen, I'll say, and look, Sonny will back me on this because I said this on the Dots episode, right? So like, I'm going to be real because I have to be real. Part of I said to someone the other day, it probably was Sonny. I'm living in this is what I call my honest era because I'm not like you. I've always been. Let's keep it PC. I've always been what we call economical with the truth, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also a man who's very, very good at spinning things a certain way to create a narrative that paints me in a certain light. So I'm not going to dominate it because I've got a 2.5 minute clock, so I have to pass to someone else within 2.5 minutes.
By the way, Frenchy, we've put a clock on him. We've decided that he's got a time limit because we don't get a word in otherwise. So,
well, if you shut the fuck up, I can do my 2.5 minutes.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
So taking it back to the radio, that then radio stages. Obviously, me and you were doing the rap show. There was that. It was an amicable split. Me and Sonny take over. Me and Sonny make the rap show. Like I got a bar in my new song. The only time In2Beats fucked with rap. There's no one who did rap like me and Sonny after me and you, right? So, but I think then what happened is a year later, because of politics on the radio and largely because of my attitude, because I thought I was fucking
Jay-Z.
Tim Westwood and fucking Chris Goldfinger and Spoonie rolled into one when really I was an overweight, drug addicted, heavy drinking, sex addicted, fat moron. True story, yeah? So I think I allowed, and going back to what I was just saying about how I'm able to spin things, I think I was definitely a part of that. And that's not to say that In2Beats didn't play their part as well, because, you know, they knew who we were. You don't sign up Tiz and Sonny Black and then expect fucking Rosie and Jim. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think there was a bit of that. And I think to my mind, and look,
who was Rosie?
I'll take Rosie, bruv. It's fine. I'm comfortable in my own skin. You can be Jim. I know Rosie would upset you. But I think that, and rightly or wrongly, and this is where I'll hand it back to you, and you can kind of answer this. I feel that like in that position there, you have a choice to make. This is something that you've worked for. You've built your own brand within In2Beats. When me and Sonny are like cast out in the cold, without even saying a word, you're gonna obviously choose the people that sign your checks, metaphorically speaking, right? Yeah. But I think that kind of added a layer to it. And I think what I'm trying to say is the same thing I kind of said on the Dot situation. Look, we were younger. I had a massive ego when I was young, and they always say, yeah, if you don't humble yourself, thank you, D. If you don't humble yourself, life will come along and do it and do it for you. I think that from there, though, I think me and you, in terms of the clash thing, that I don't think we really had any kind of issue from there. But then I think let me finish. But then I think there was two particular times when social, and this is why I want to bring the conversation around to social media and get your two views on social media. We never had any real voice-to-voice conversation from me and Sonny leaving the radio until I think one of the culture festivals, the first time we actually spoke to each other, right? But we had two interactions on social media that spiraled and escalated out of control. And it was because we had a difference of views. And I can tell you exactly what they were about because, you know, I'm Rain Man, yeah? One was, you'd mentioned something about trans people. And I'll be honest, you weren't being disparaging to trans people, but you made you voiced your opinion on it. And me being me, because in them times, I've always got to be right and how dare someone say something that I might disagree with. I jump on with the Twitter fingers. You know, we know what Twitter fingers means. And the point I'm making here is I think is what I've learned through this process. When we speak face to face, voice to voice on the phone or whatever, we can express ourselves in very different ways than when you write something down and then I write something. Do you see where I'm kind of going with that? Do you think that like? So I guess the question is, you can address a lot of the things I've said in there. And yes, it's longer than 2 minutes, but I'm going to shut the fuck up for at least 10 because I need to roll a zoo. But I guess the question I'm kind of asking to sort of both of you is, do you think that like social media kind of really blew that up to way more than it ever needed to be, even taking into account in a lot of it? Because you just kind of backed off, well, yeah, fuck that guy, I ain't got time to listen to his constant rants, and you know what I mean? And I don't know if you remember, I got into some legitimate beef with two idiots from our town who will remain nameless as Donovan and Jerome. And I remember they tried to pull you into it. And I remember Sonny telling me that like you've been like, nah, I'm grown, man. I ain't trying to fucking get involved in none of that nonsense. And I think like, yeah, I guess the question is so I guess what I'm saying is two things. One is I'm grown enough to say, look, we've said this privately, but I'm a big man. I can say it publicly as well. I'm glad we were able to overcome that and talk like men on a men level. But my question in that big monologue is, do you think that if you'd have taken social media out of that, but we'd still had those interactions face to face, the landscape looking back would have been different?
Totally, bro. You know what it is. This was talking about ego before. Like, what happened before I even saw that? I got messages, right? Like, yo, have you seen this? Have you seen this? So instantly, as soon as I'm seeing that, I'm like, I put my chest up. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it's taken me a while to kind of come out of that. Yeah, it's taken me a while to kind of come out of that. Listen, everyone's different. Everyone's got different ways of thinking and different ways of doing shit. It doesn't mean we have to clash about it. Yeah, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're right, I'm wrong, or I'm right and you're wrong. We could agree to disagree. They're kind of things. But as soon as everybody else jumps in, because bro, listen, people like to see negativity. Yeah, people like to see.
Especially in Bedford, and he'll say that, he'll back that. Especially in a small town, not just Bedford, but especially in a small community where everyone knows everybody, or everyone knows someone. You know what I mean?
You know, we all grow up, bro, man. We all grow up. Everyone grows up, and you start to see things totally different. You know what I mean? Because you know what it is, Tiz. In all honesty, right? Even when I was vexed with you, bro, yeah, you're still my brother from way back. And you know what I mean by that is like, you know, people that really know you, yeah, and people that you really grew up around. Like, when like, if I speak to my mom knows who you are, because we go way back. Yeah. But there's so many people I know, my mom doesn't even know who they are. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, there's certain people that I know you, I know your mom, I know your sister, all them from way back when. So when I think about certain things, bro, because I even put up a video about it, I remember slightly switching it up. People that I grew up with similar to you, I'm not going to mention no names because I don't want to get into that, yeah, but there's a time where me and these guys, we nearly killed each other, bro. When I say big tools were involved, yeah, and you look at it now as a grown man, you think, what was it all about? Like, so for me, what was it really all about? You know what I mean? It feels stupid thinking about it now, you know what I mean? So everyone's different, but for me, I've grown out of certain things and it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. Yeah,
it does, man. It does. And I was going to follow up on something you said, but I can't remember what I was going to say. So, Sonny, you ain't spoke for time, so you can speak now because I'll shut up. I was going to say something, but it's gone.
Let me say one more thing, yeah, because you touched on it earlier on, yeah, about the radio thing. Do you know what it was, Tiz? Yeah. To go back to it, this is why, like, I felt like you thought maybe I must have kind of dissed you. Maybe I thought wrong, but like in terms of the radio, before you jumped on with Sonny, yeah. But what it was, right? Remember, taking it back, you know me and you, we're a hip hop man from way back, yeah. Yeah. But remember, I got jumped and stabbed, 11 times, bro. You remember that, yeah?
Yeah, I remember that, bro. I remember.
And then I had another episode. I think I told you about it. I had another episode where I had a ding dong with a man. I was listening to certain hip hop, yeah, and this certain track was saying kill this, kill like this type of shit. I saw the man. I jumped out the car and tried to. It's like I got into a trance, yeah, because the music, my state of mind at the time. So by the time I was doing the hip hop show with you, the hip hop lyrics were hitting different. Like, I know it's artistic and I know it's this and that, but like the lyrics were hitting different to me. Like to a point where I physically couldn't listen to lyrics about killing somebody else or bitches and hoes and you know what I mean? It started to feel totally different. I was still loving the music, but not as passionate as you was. You get what I'm trying to say? I was getting like in my personal time at home now. This is why, like, when you listen to my show, I play a lot of house, right? It was music that uplifted me and made me happy. Whereas hip hop, the lyrics were hitting me different. Yeah, they were hitting me on a like shit. Yeah, when you're talking about like, killing a man, I nearly got killed. Yeah, when you're talking about this and that, about bitches, hoes, shit. I've got 2 daughters now. You get what I'm trying to say? So it was just hitting different, and I wasn't feeling that energy no more. You get what I'm trying to say? But I was in them days. It felt like me saying shit like that. It sounds stupid now as a grown man, but it felt like me telling you that. It's like, what, man, I've gotten soft now, man. I can't even listen. Does that make sense? Yeah.
100%. 100%. It's really interesting because you answered two questions I didn't need to ask, and I never knew that. But now you've said it, I remember back to them times because at your daytime show you'd never really play hip hop. And actually, I think someone just said this in the comments. I think that was meant to happen. Big up to Nate, man, and Hans, because that was meant to happen because what the knock-on effect of me and you doing that very early split led to me and him. And I will argue all day long, and I'll bring this back to and it's not a criticism of In2Beats, it's more of an observation and also a little bit of regret on probably my part. And I don't want to speak for Sonny, but certainly on my part. I think that had that split not happened and me and Sonny hadn't done that show for a year, the underground rap landscape in Bedford looks very different even up to this day because we were like Jay Sim, you know Jay's your nephew, yeah? Jay would wait outside the station for us to give us his CD when he was like 14. Yeah, do you remember the first River Festival after the beef? Yeah, when we was on the community stage and you lot had the stage to the left of us, and it was literally like it was a battle of the fucking stages. Yeah, like me and Sonny made a mark through the vehicle of the radio station, and there is also another thing to say. Me, you, and Sonny were the latest people to join In2Beats. Most of the other people had a history from the pirate days. We were like the new. We saw an opportunity of something, and the utmost respect to you, bruv. You're still in that game 15 years later, yeah. Like you are the face of Bedford radio. There's no arguing that. Like I don't give a fuck. I'll have a sword fight I'll have a duel in the town square with anyone over that fact, bruv. I swear down, yeah. But I think that like, you know, things are meant to happen for a reason because I think again. You've just said there you don't have that love. You didn't have that love then for hip hop then, and it gave us the opportunity to because we sort of started playing at like UK like American hip hop and a bit of UK, but by the 6 month point we were filling whole 2 hour shows with Bedford music. And what do me and Sonny still do to this day? We make music from our town. We put on people from our town. Like but what I said, the only thing I would say a little regret on mine from In2Beats is that if I had the mindset now that I had then, we could have perhaps used that as a vehicle because I do feel, and look, someone said this to me, big up, I can't remember who it was, but actually I don't want to big him up, but the person that said this to me said that, look, we don't know the inner workings of an independent FM licensed radio station, right? You don't fucking know what that involves and what that entails, right? So to criticize from the outside is easy. One thing I do say is I feel that In2Beats, and this is maybe says a lot about the town or whatever, but I feel that In2Beats started really good, and like I feel that when you look back, I feel they could have been bigger and done. And that's not and I'm not putting down their achievements. It's been incredible to have that platform. But and maybe this is just me being a dreamer and a big thinker. But I would like if you'd have said to me nearly 15 years ago, with everything that Guan and whatever. Yeah. In2Beats annual fucking things where there's artists performing and DJs and whatever. And I also would like to think that, maybe if things had gone a bit different and we'd have stuck around. I don't know. I'm just dreaming and putting things out there. It's just, but it's not a
Can I talk? Because I haven't said nothing for ages.
Observation. Yeah, come in, bruvs. Talk, man. I just, we're chopping it up. Like, all right. Shit that's probably been to say for years.
What happens, Frenchy, is let me introduce you to the show. Everyone introduces themselves and then Warren just talks. So welcome to Spanner in the Works.
Wait, 1 second. Yeah, it is Spanner in the Works. But you know what else it is? Do you know whose TikTok it is? Do you know whose TikTok it is?
DJ
the host. So we do have a lot of laughs on this, and I tend to get a lot of laughing faces when I do talk.
Yeah,
however, let me wrap this up so we can move on with some greater things, so we can talk together as big men, fathers, brothers.
I want to talk Canada. I want to talk. Edit. Sonny doesn't understand the art conversation, JD. Don't worry. I want to talk about.
I'm coming
TV,
now.
Bro.
I'm coming.
I want to talk about TV. I want to talk about.
Okay,
TV.
I'm coming now.
Come in. You come in.
You go first then, because mine's long. It's going to be a long monologue.
No, so you go. I want to hear your monologue. We've done my long monologue. Do yours now.
Right. So to cut it short, guys, all the 13 people watching, all three of us know each other from a very small town. The three of us all knew each other, got on, and at one point, these two had a radio show together, and it was very good on In2Beats FM. These two then fell out, and then me and Tiz took over that radio show. And then we started doing the radio.
Explain. We didn't fall out.
All right, when we add the little bits that involved. Okay, go. All right, okay. Later on in time, like people started falling out with each other. And then I've got my own reasons to why people fell out of me because of malicious rumours, whether whatever happened or anything, that doesn't matter. However, these two fell out for different reasons. And then what happened was it
I know. Where's he going?
It spiraled. And you know what Tiz is like? He never lets anything lie. And Tiz was, like he said, he was an alcoholic and did other things to contribute towards his attributes on Facebook, etc. Then he started making posts on social media and doing really, really bad things. And then what happened was Frinny tried to ignore it, but there's only so much you can ignore. So Frinny's like a people's person. He's also a people pleaser, but he's very articulate in his way. So Frinny's coming back, articulating himself. Then it went all pear-shaped. And then it was about 5, 7, 8, 9. How many years did everyone stop talking to each other?
No, I think if about 2012, it was fractured from 2012 to like last year. So 12 years. That's a long time, bro. That's a long time.
Right,
like,
so
we
everyone
had
stopped talking
periods
to
in
each
the
other.
middle. We had
Listen to where I'm going with this. So everyone stopped talking to each other, and then now, over the last
18 months, a year.
What, you guys have been talking?
About a year.
Okay, good. But forget that. I wasn't going to say that. What I was going to say for the last...
I need to stop you there, bro. I need to stop you there on one thing, yeah, because you were right. Not anymore, though. People pleasing is the worst thing you could do, bro. It's the worst. You can't please everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So for the last...
I don't do that shit.
Yeah, no, big up, my bro. So for the last, what I was going to say was about 4 or 5 years, Sonny Black, has been telling my co-host, bruv, I think you need to patch it up with Frinny.
I'll be honest with you, not just him. When we did the podcast episode with Fiona, you know, I got a song about Spanner in the Works podcast, and I say "Big Man Blaze" with his old wise head. And what I was actually referring to, because you know me, I like a metaphor, or you know. But anyway, is he said on the podcast, "Come on, man, you man have known each other for years. You man have grown." The thing is, look, I'll be real. I'll end it on this by saying, look, anything I put out towards you in an animosity way after the initial conversation, all that is me deflecting my angers, insecurities, jealousies, like frustrations onto what at the time I perceived to just be an easy target. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I actually think the credit should go to you for I guess the dignity, because you're just like, fuck it, let him burn himself out. But I think we've had this conversation privately, so I'm only really saying this for the audience and
okay. I haven't finished, by the way. I haven't finished.
Finish. I want to talk about TV and Peep Show. I want to talk about Peep Show.
Right. So basically, what's happened now is, after me fucking cussing him for 5 years and say, let's patch things up, because I'm a big man. I've done some wrongs. I'm righting my wrongs, and the better we do for other people, and the more we do for other people, the better things will come back to us. And we're all here doing the same thing. We all love music. We all live in a small town, and we're all men, fathers, and all we're trying to do is inspire the next generation and put them on the right path. That's all we're trying to do. However,
look, Jeannie said, I thought the interview was for Frenchy.
Okay, cool. It's coming back. However, so my thing is now is that, Frinny, you still have the same platform, In2Beats. You're still on it. However, do you think it's progressed in any way, or do you think it's still sort of where it was all them years ago?
Yeah, it's like a business, isn't it? It's like a business now. Even if you know it's a local radio station, yeah. But obviously, I get a little wage there, and we need more advertising, more this, more that. Yeah, it could be better than where it is, but it has grown in its own way as well. We're in DAB as well. We're in DAB as well. You know what I mean?
Because what you have today, and look, radio will never die, especially when the apocalypse comes. We'll need the radio to fucking hear about the news.
At least my monologue got people. Look, we got numbers after us.
Yeah, I know, man. So big up Sonny, man. And I think it's good that we can.
I've got loads, man. I've got loads to say, because this, I'll be honest with you, we haven't spoken, all three of us.
Keep going.
And it is sad, man.
Let me just address the this is, we got to at least 11. We got to 11, so I hope you're
okay, cool. We'll get it done quickly.
But listen, let me just say what you're saying about the radio. That's what I said, because someone said to me it's difficult running a station, but I also get what you're saying. But do you think that with radio not dying, but radio kind of now having to compete on so many other platforms, do you think that maybe the future is where you know, In2Beats is a brand. It's a brand. End of story, mate. And it's got a lot more reach than it's ever had. Those are facts, as you said. It's grown with things that people from the outside wouldn't know. But I understand. I know what I'm talking about. But do you think the future, for it to be sustainable and the future, that it kind of needs to evolve a bit more, and that evolution has to come through, whether we like it or not? Platforms like this. I know you do a TikTok live, and I know you're quite consistent on TikTok live. But I think that if there was a more joined up synergy with everybody across there and a more In2Beats, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's how you grow.
That's how you grow, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like really, in all honesty, it's crazy. Yeah. I did a job when I used to drive around. Yeah, that's when I really listened to radio. But before that, how many people really lock into the radio like that? Yeah. So people consume music in a totally different way than they used to many years ago. Yeah. So I'm finding that my show is growing through TikTok. It's growing more through TikTok. Does that make sense?
Well, are people coming on TikTok and then outside of TikTok still listening to it? Do you know, or are they predominantly listening through the platform?
No, they still listen through the platform, but I think there's a lot of similar people. Yeah, like anything else.
You get recognised more. Do you get recognised more now you're on TikTok? By the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is it your personal TikTok you come on?
It's my personal TikTok, but it's like really where I get where Tiz is coming from. If it was like when you're talking about growth, have we grown? Yes, we have grown as a station, but are we like one extra? No, we're not. Far from it. You know what I mean? And for me, that's where I envisioned we would be by now. Yeah, but it's not as easy as that. You know what I mean?
I tell you what my problem is. Yeah, with this, we've got a community radio station. It's been going on for so many years. We've been a part of it. You're a part of it. All three of us have been a part of it. But like, do we see it progressing? Has it helped any artists become any more better? Has it promoted any and marketed any artists? Is anyone actually blown from Bedford from being on In2Beats?
Yeah, honestly, it has like there's a guy I remember he came on my show ages ago. What's his name now? Young DJ Sam Gurdin, right? Sam Gurdin, and you can go on his socials and check this out. Yeah, he was on the billboards in London, like Annie Mac's show. Blah blah blah. He shouted us out as well, and talking about where he, you know what I mean, like where it all started from him was the station. Yeah.
What's his name? Sam what?
Sam Gurling.
Gurling. Sam Gurling. Gurlin.
Gi like girl and then ing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think personally. Yeah, I think.
Can I just jump in? And I promise I'll keep it to 3 minutes, right? But on that, and I see what you're saying.
2.5.
But I see what Sonny's really saying here, and I think that when I look back, what I see as the lost opportunity, the missed opportunity. I mean, you say he's massive, Ames. He is massive, but when I look at his Instagram, he's got 5,500 followers. And I think that in today's, and I'm not saying followers are everything, but I also have to say that, like, the thing I pride myself on is I've always stayed like you, because you have to in this game. You stay contemporary. You might like music from a certain era, but you also understand why because music is primarily youth-driven culture. Not to say only youth like it, but what drives the music culture forward is always the youth, right? So even at our big age of nearly 50, we have to know why Charlie XCX might hit with a certain crowd, because that's the fucking industry that we're in. So I'm not dissing Sam Gurling with what I'm about to say, and I'm not dissing anybody, but what I do understand where Sonny's coming from, and I think we actually, I can't speak for him, but I think that's what I was saying earlier. We got to take some responsibility in this, because if we'd have been as grown then as we are now, this is where imagine In2Beats starts tomorrow, but we know everything we know now with all the platforms we got now, and someone goes, right, boys, how are we going to do this? Brother, within 12 months, Fiona just popped up in there now giving her roses, yeah? If there was more of a synergy where everybody was able to kind of be... Because we've got all of the parts of the machine in Bedford, and we always have had, but we've never been able to really build the final massive fucking transformer. And I think that's where that sums up Bedford. It's a town of great potential and great opportunity and great talent, but there's no synergy. And I think that where people like us three have to, if we, you know, there's a saying, if you want to be the growth and the change, be the growth and the change. And I think that if to answer your question, Sonny, can it grow and can we do that? I think going forward with the lessons we learn from looking back is we can be the people that do that. So when there is a street live, everybody come and pull up. When Frenchy is doing a thing, everybody come and pull up. When there is a new record, we're like, Frenchy doesn't know my top 50 playlist of the year. That's not his fault because I ain't fucking sent it to him. But on there, in my top 50 are 7, 8, 9 Bedford artists that hit some he might not know, some he might know. How many people connect with a DJ at Bedford Radio and work together? Because I'm telling you, I've always said that the thing is, especially now with the way that the music's gone so global and everybody's got a platform, what that's created is this weird little space where you can create small but thriving underground industries with it. Look what we're doing. There's only 20 people in here, but these 20 people are listening to what we're saying and might go look at my Discord and hear Punga, or I need to send you my record about Spanner in the Works. Yeah, I need to send you that for you to play on the radio. But that's what we don't do very well. We're great at existing in our individual little parts of the fucking machine, but it needs strong-willed and people with good planning skills, experience, drive, vision to go bang. How do we get Zedo on a ting and people? But it's already it's happening. Look at Fiona. Yeah, I'm going to very quickly. I'm sorry to go on, but fuck it, it's my show. Fiona with Culture Festival, what them guys have done, we're starting to see that kind of thing. But I think, and I'll end it here to answer your question, Sonny. The only way you're going to see the change that you want is be the change that you want.
Okay, can you let Freddie give us some ideas of how we could possibly help change this? Or
listen, I agree. Like, listen, at the end of the day, shout out to Amy. She's there. Listen, Amy, I apologize to her as well. Yeah, because so what I was doing when you man left, right? I've been doing this homegrown thing for a minute as well. Yeah, really pushing out the homegrown artists. Amy's jumped on board. She wanted to do her thing, so she started like networking with people. But at the time, because I'm still young and I feel like people are trying to talk, are trying to take my links. That's how I felt. You get what I'm trying to say? Young-minded, not realizing that, hang on, this is the way that let's all push each other out. Let's all support the same cause type of thing. You get what I'm trying? I felt like I'm making links and you know that young-minded shit. So kind of short, what you're talking about is grown. We're all growing up. Yeah, we all know what time it is. Yeah, we all got different links. If we work together, so like you say, if In2Beats was to start tomorrow, and so everybody all thinking on the same.
I think. Sorry to cut you very quickly, but I think it's important to celebrate the good that we do because I'll tell you this, right? Since post-pandemic, and you know me, I've got a Rain Man brain, I keep saying it, but post-pandemic, I can statistically show you Bedford is thriving musically despite a downturn across the board. You know, people are less interested now. Their attention spans are glued to this fucking app. But I can show you Bedford is thriving on Culture Festival's keeping it alive. But you got the park thing. I know that's like, mainstream commercial thing, but it still brings a lot to the fucking economy. It still is Bedford at the centre of it. And I think say again. But we can. But I think you've also got to understand you've got to spot trends and ride the crest of waves. We spoke about this on episode 1 of the podcast this season, right? Like Universal Studios coming to Bedford. That's going to bring a lot to Bedford, right? On every level. When you have something big that affects the local economy, everything else around it can tend to thrive. And I think with the infrastructure that we've already got, a radio station, some great personalities, like some great talent, and some great ideas, I think actually we could, and with what we've achieved over the last few years, like I'm not fucking Culture Festival. How many people from Bedford have appeared on a Culture Festival stage? I could probably sit and name 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 20. You get what I'm saying? All three of us in one way or another have. Proud to South hosting. Proud to South been involved in all 4.
Right, shut up now. Let him talk.
No, don't tell me to shut. Listen, 1 second. Don't tell me to shut up. I talk sense. Yeah, so you shut the fuck.
No, that was H again. Fuck. Yeah, have a smoke. Have a smoke.
Fuck
Go on, your turn.
These two, man. But yeah, all we need to do really is just do more in terms of, like, don't get me wrong, big up to the Culture Fest, yeah? But we need more than just one big festival a year to push our thing. You get what I'm trying to say? We just need to do a bit more. And I tell you what it is. This is where I big up the Gov. Yeah, shout out to the Gov. Yeah, I can't speak for anybody. I only speak for myself. I think the way In2Beats isn't grown properly how it's supposed to is because Gov's basically, he's just given individuals a platform and said, do whatever you want to do with your show.
Yeah.
But some people, because initially, right, I think people had to pay a sub, to do the thing, right? And the way it's run, it's like, if a DJ can't make it, that show's not covered and all this type of shit. It's that's not, which is not right. But
on that note, can I clear up
what I'm saying is this, on an individual basis. So for me, because I actually love, I just love doing radio, right? This is what I'm still doing after all these years. Yeah, I still get up and I still love doing all my shows and all this kind of shit. Yeah, but it's opened up so many different doors for me apart from radio.
Yeah.
Do you pay subs, Frenchy?
Come on, bro.
No. Okay. Right. Next question. A question that kicked off a whole argument. So, right, guys.
He's already addressed it, and Sonny's going to one second.
Back in the day.
Wait, breaking news.
Breaking news.
No, this is.
Sonny's going to mention something from 10 years ago. Go on.
No, I want to know this because it's always bugged me, innit? I've never known. So back in the day, everyone used to say, "Oh, KC gets paid," and Freddie knows what I'm on about. You know what I'm on about. Everyone used to say, "Yeah, certain people get paid and certain people don't." I want to ask, do people get paid to be on In2Beats?
Bro, all I know is I get paid, but I do. I can't speak for anybody else.
There you go. See, that was the old school argument that everyone used to have, and nobody had the balls to ask the question. And when I did, I got kicked out.
That's not true. That's so revisionist.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
So revisionist.
Revisionist. Yeah.
You know what it is, and in all honesty, right? Being that we're alive, right? We can speak openly, but I can't speak on other people's business.
No, of course. To me, I don't even know why you asked that question, bro, to be honest with you.
No, that was the question. If there's any In2Beats DJs on this chat, they all know everybody used to ask about.
There's not.
Is people getting paid?
There's not. I can see there's no In2Beats DJs on the chat.
Yeah,
listen.
Ames used to be one.
All right, okay. Where's one? There's one. Fair enough. So listen. Yeah. We've spoken. We've been on for nearly an hour, which is mad. I can't believe that. Let me just do the quick shout outs and all that before the hour, and then I want to move on because I've got quite a lot to ask you, because I'm also jealous of you of one other thing in life that I will never get to do, no matter how long I live. Now we'll get to that. Don't worry, we're coming in the second part, yeah. But and I watched it 2 days ago, and it's I keep meaning to screenshot it, but I forget. But you are in my favourite TV show of all time. But we'll come to that in just a minute, right? Before we do, let me shout out all you lot. Fiona D, hello superfan, hello Ames, big up to Miss JD, Pepper and us, Julie Mango. All of you, man, there's bare people, everyone in the chat, smashing it. Spam the chat. We're about to move into the third hour, and then that means we should go through the roof. Gift goal, look at 2 gift goals in a night. Never that. Come on. 1 hat of joy and 4 headphones. That's all we need. And then we have popped 2. Oh, wow, that'd be big. Oh, Frenchman, yeah? You're the first live guest, because we obviously do this in the studio normally.
I appreciate you, bro.
Now, we appreciate you, but we're doing it on live more, obviously, because my pockets ain't deep enough and his pockets don't exist. So we're gonna have to keep this. We're gonna have to keep this.
Step your game up, bro. Man. What's going on, man?
Spider in the words.
Yeah, he chats shit.
No, he doesn't. I've got receipts. I've got literal receipts.
Who gets all the munchies? He
pays for the sweets. Sorry. Thank you. He pays for the fucking Pringles. He pays for the Pringles and the Red Bulls. That's it.
Let me tell you something. Would you put up with this arsehole for free? I'm not.
I paid for it.
Yeah, no, you think I'm putting up for free? No, mate. You think I'm just going to sit there? Yeah, mate. You chat away for 3.5 hours while I sit there quietly asking, can I please speak?
I'm going to let you carry the second hour anyway. Second hour's all
No, carry on. Right, do the thing you want to do, shout out everyone and all the rest of it.
I've done most of the shout outs, but if we can hit the second gift card, that would be great. But yeah, man, it's good to have you on as our first ever guest, and the numbers are looking nice, man. So this is popular. But I want to quickly move on, and I will let Sonny do most of the talking, and I do mean that.
No, I don't want to now. I'm out.
No, you're not. And don't start rustling, Russell.
Okay.
Yeah, don't Russell. He's brought Russell with him.
Hey, before we go on, did you man watch the boxing yesterday?
Yeah, we spoke about it at the start. What do you think?
Hey, I loved it, man. Hey, you man got worked over. I love the entrance though. I love the you know from 50 Cent. Yeah, hey, before we even get into that, you know 50 Cent, yeah, the album when it first came out is you remember the night.
Peterborough, bro. The park in Peterborough.
That's that's it there. Yeah.
And you had that album. Remember the days when you get bootlegs, innit? Because you man had that in a fucking. You had it using. You had your Renault. Do you remember your Renault? You had your Renault them times. Yeah, you had the Renault them times, right? But it was a bootleg version, and so it was in a different order. And I remember when it came out, I was like, I swear I've heard this, but it's in a different order. But yeah, you know, really weirdly, I was listening to that album this morning. I was doing the housework, innit? And I was listening to that album this morning, man. Yeah, the park.
Crazy, you know what? Because I could still listen to that music, yeah, but it's because I got history with it. But a lot of new stuff, like with the lyrics and that. That's why I was saying it felt like it was.
I've kept up to date over the years on hip hop, and it's definitely gone in lots of different directions. But there is still a real core, like old school artists that we grew up on. Like Redman put out a good album like 18 months ago. It's fucking sick. Like, and a lot of that happens, but it goes under the radar unless your ears open to it. But look, moving from one medium to another into another. So a lot of people won't know this, but obviously I was around and I knew you them times, and like I said you're in my favourite TV show. You've been in Peep Show, which I love. Peep Show is my favourite show of all time. I fucking love it. You're in the episode with the damp, isn't it? You're in the damp when he's like, when you and the man are standing there, and he's like, they say it's going to cost £8,600 plus VAT. That's £10,200. That's great, maths. Fuck it, just do it. Yeah, and you man are standing there. Yeah, my favourite TV show in history, bruv. So tell the people about your TV career. Like, I know you've been in a lot of them, a lot of different things. So tell the people about that.
No, do you know what it is? You know Maxwell D, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
you got Maxwell, man.
Yeah, Maxwell. He used to be like he used to go out with this girl from Bedford. You remember Naomi?
Yeah, of course. I saw her not long ago, man. Big up the Joseph family, man.
Yeah, big shout out to them. How you doing, Denise? You good? Yeah, shout out to you.
Hello, Denise.
Yeah, so basically, I think I was there doing a video shoot or whatever. I was in one of his things, something like that. I got speaking to a director. I did one little music video, just an extra in there. But the way I was moving, they were like, yeah, do you act? But I was only good at acting from school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's drama, innit? Drama. Bad funny, that.
Drama, so acting was standard, you know what I mean? So I just signed up with this agency and started doing a lot of extra work, and it started getting there. I started getting little small parts here and there. You know what I mean? Jambo, not a bad actor, man. I'm a very good actor.
Do you know Jambo? Jambo is a troll? It's a troll, isn't it? It's a troll. Man just come in and said bad actor. What a dickhead. Go on, carry on.
Jambo, piss off, man. Piss off. But yeah, so I started doing work here and there, yeah. But listen, I met so many different people, so many great people. But I didn't feel like at the time there was as many opportunities as there is now. So I didn't. My kids were small, and I had bills to pay. You know what I mean?
And because it's tough, isn't it? So just tell the people like what you were in, and then like what was a typical day like? There's a lot of hanging around, and a lot of being treated like they hired like the shit munchers, as they say in Peep Show.
Well, hey, love that. I did it. I've done EastEnders a bunch of different times. Casualty, you remember Casualty?
Yeah.
And the bill.
Were you in the bill? Were you in the bill?
Yeah, bro.
I think the bill was
yeah.
Hang on. What about Law and Order UK?
Yeah, I was in Law and Order UK as well.
Peep Show. Hey, bruv, you need an IMDb page, bruv. That's a good resume, man. Come on, EastEnders, The Bill.
The Bill. EastEnders was a big one because like
It was a special with Phil Mitchell, innit? It was a special like side episode, innit?
Yeah.
He was in prison.
Yeah, we in prison, but all this time because you're rehearsing and you're really around each other until they say action and blah blah. So I want to speak to him. Like he's one of the people to this day. If I see him, I'll be like, "Yes, Steve, how you doing?" You know what I mean? Yeah. So not to say we're great friends or nothing like that, but we had a nice little relationship. But yeah, I had to scream down. And
I remember.
show gonna do him something. Yeah, we'll beat him up as well.
I remember. You beat up Phil Mitchell in prison, man.
Yeah.
Was it you that told me the story? Was it you that told me the story about how you was on set and it was a racist director about something about you walk like you got a stone in your shoe or something?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Some shit like that, innit? Yeah. So on the set it's quite harsh for extras on the set, innit? They're just like you're sitting around for fucking hours and.
It depends. I won't say it's harsh to be honest with you. Like in some of them is the worst thing. The worst thing really is just sitting around. Because I'll be honest with you, Tiz, yeah, they might say to you, be there at 7 in the morning, and you don't finish till 7 at night. But they really use you for like 2 hours at 4 o'clock. So you spend the whole day sitting around doing nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the only downfall to it. But I started to get little small parts. But really, do you know how I started, bro? I did a thing called Sex in Court. Yeah.
Good what?
What do you call them things? I did this program called Sex in Court, yeah, on Channel 4. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, you know, these were the early days of reality TV. So it was a court setting where people come and talk about their sex, their bedroom problems. With the jury. You know what I mean? Yeah. So with the jury, so we listen to how
court. This sounds so weird.
Yeah, bro. So, and I did another program, one of them sex programs here. Not in the they just asked me about. I got there. They asked me about
Freddie on the Channel 4, Channel 5 programs. Freddie's on some sexy.
Yeah.
Did you do the other one? I'll do anything to be on TV and eat. Remember they used to eat
that was the word. The word. Do you remember the word? The word.
He definitely done a peephole. Freddie definitely done a peephole. He 100% done a peephole.
No, listen, it could have been that. No, I tell you what it is, right? One of the programs here, they asked me, like, I got there, I did 1 hour, they asked me about 30 questions, but they split them out in different questions, in different shows. Yeah, so one day I come home at 3 in the morning, and then my mum calls me, and she goes, "What are you doing?
Mute Russell.
What are you doing on the program? Yeah,
what? Your mum said, "What are you doing on the program?"
Yeah, she calls me. She goes, "I was flicking through at 3 in the morning, and I've just seen you on some sex program. What's going on?" Yeah, I said, what's this? You get me?
Hey, big up Mumsy, man. Make sure you say hello to your Bobby, man. I sold your mum a car once, you know. I sold your mum a car.
She speaks about it, bro. She still speaks about it.
She still speaks about it, innit? I know she does. She got good. My brother.
Did it break down straight away?
I got in trouble for that. Yeah, because I was like, nah, listen, you're going to have to do this. And then she was like, your mum drove a hard bargain, and because she was your mum, innit, I got in trouble for the deal, but it was worth it, man. Big up. She still talks about it to this day. Yeah, fuck them people. I don't care about that.
Listen, Mumsy was questioning me, bro, yeah, and then I didn't know what she was talking about. So, the week after, I've come back, from the club, flicking through the channels. I'm making a sandwich in the kitchen. I heard my own voice in the living room. I said, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. I put it on Channel 4, yeah. And it was about 3-4 in the morning.
Channel 4, told ya.
You know them old programs, yeah, where they're different clips and they ask something about sex or whatever, and you say what you would do and blah blah.
Yeah.
Vinny was on the grind from day, man.
Yeah, but TV's there. Fuck TV, man. I done TV. We're not talking about that, but bun TV, man.
What did you do?
We're not talking about it. I've done 2 whole lives. I've done 2 whole lives about it. I'm not talking about it.
No, Tiz, I saw you, bro. I saw you on fucking Come Dine with me.
Yeah, why not?
No, bro, how did that happen? You can't get away with that. I saw you on Come Dine with me.
Now, you have to invite me on your show to ask me that question, man. This is my show, yeah?
No, do you know what the worst thing was?
I'll come on yours.
He asked me to do the entertainment. And
yes, this is true. I will tell you a little part. I'll tell you a little part. You know they made me look like a rapper idiot, yeah? So when they first come to, man, you know, listen, you like tell me if this is not how TV move, right? What I'm about to tell you. So when they come, they're like, right, what do you want to do for your night? And I was like, look, I used to do radio when I lived in Bedford like a year ago. But my brethren Sonny Black, because we was working with Kane, and I said, my brethren Sonny Black can come and rap and like he can do a song. Yeah, great idea. By the time they like reel you in and like set out the schedule, they're like, oh, actually we've had a change of plan. And then it was like turned me into an idiot. But yeah, the truth, he's right. He was supposed to be on it.
I'm so glad that I would have been part of that joke. We would have been Batman and Robin, the laugh
Nah,
of
because you know
Bedford.
what they do? What Tiz was basically trying to say, Sonny, TV's bullshit, bro. It's so
It's
fake.
bullshit. Yeah, it's
all set
bullshit.
up. Yeah, they will say one thing, film it in a way and make it look like it was something
Yeah, they said,
different.
bruv, I cook paella, and they go, right, come into the hallway, shut the door, so we can, because we don't want the kitchen in the backdrop, and we want to ask you some questions. So they set up the thing, and then as soon as they're like cut, or they say cut, they open the kitchen door, smoke everywhere. Like, and I'm like, what do you mean? They left
made
the
a
person
proper
in there to turn up
example
the
of
thing,
you.
and you're like, the gaslight you, for fuck's sake.
I think you was one of the first contestants to go proper viral.
Who?
On Come Dine
I've never
With
gone
Me.
viral. I never went viral. I've never gone viral. I've got up
No,
to
in
some
Bedford.
I've got up to some mischief in the real world as a result of it. But like, I never went viral. This is the most I've spoke about it ever in my whole life. This fucking platform, because everybody asked me about it. Hey, listen, one night I'm doing a live, right? Just a normal live, just me, yeah. People in the chat, maybe like 10 people, and someone jumps in and goes, "Yo, you're the brother from Come Dine With Me." And the chat just pops off, and I start talking about it. Next thing, there's 50 people in the room. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here, bruv? And yeah, it's mad.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, man, carry on, brothers. What are you telling me, man?
That's what I was just gonna move it on to, like kind of like now today. Like, obviously, like I don't want to blow up your age too much, but none of us here are most of us here are edging towards. Yeah, most of us. Well, listen, we're all edging towards half a century, which is a mad fucking thing to think. So, like, what's today like, man? You got like grown up kids and stuff. Or like, how's life these days?
You know what? Life is more peaceful, and you know what? You know it's more peaceful, Tiz. Yeah, it's like, I can't speak for everybody, but I've been going through like a self-discovery journey, yeah, of who I am, yeah, as a person, what I'm about, yeah, and all this type of shit. So this is when I started realizing, even like this is what me and you're talking right now, because I realized that a lot of shit that I even got into was ego and bullshit, and it's like when you start brushing all that off your shoulders, bro, you've got peace in your life. I can't speak for everybody else, but peace is one of the most beautiful things. And peace,
It is, isn't it?
You know.
We went for a spa day the other day. Me and Redders, yeah. We call her Redders in the chat because we had stalkers on. But we call her Redders in here because we had stalkers in it. So we kind of like try and. Nah, for real, bruv. Like this, because the man got political round these ways, isn't it? Like this summer's been hard work for man. Trust me, bruv. But that's for another day.
He's had death threats and everything, bruv.
Yeah. That's for your show. I'll come on your show and talk about that, innit? But we stopped to reform.
Nothing's changed basically, Frenchy. Nothing's changed. He still gets in beef and death threats.
Yeah, but this time it's for a cause. This time it's for a cause and not for an ego. There you go, man. There you go. There was another question I was going to ask. I've got some like quick fun. And listen, guys, in the chat, yeah, guys, make sure you lot go and give the French man a follow. Tell these lot where they can, because they can catch you on TikTok the same time every week. So tell these lot, man.
Listen, I do the radio show. Shout out to Jeannie, man. She locks in every single time. Jeannie, I've got to say big
up,
shout
Jeannie.
out to constant support. Yeah. So every day, drive time show 3 till 6. Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, it's the breakfast show. Shouts out to Denise as well. Yeah, so much support. You know what? I gotta say this, yeah. I don't know how you guys see it, but you know that I feel like on TikTok and some of these platforms, you get so much more support from people you don't know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But do you not see a crossover though? Like
in terms of what?
Some people you know, and then people you don't know, and then it kind of over time. I don't know what your growth is like, because you could maybe talk to us about that. But my TikTok growth over the last, because I've pretty much done 90 to 100 days with a few days off in between. But I've been like you, consistent. But because I've had a few viral posts, like I've posted some shit that's gone viral, it's made my shit go through the roof. But I find its controversy is a massive kind of part of it. But I think what I see is, and I guess it's because we have, and Sonny can say the same, because Sonny's starting to get people on here. There's people here that know Sonny. In fact, spam the chat if you know us with a 1. If you know all three of us, all like in real life, spam the chat with a 1.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest with you, bro, yeah. Like, and this is 100% being honest. You're one of the people that I know from way back growing up, yeah. And I would say at one point I thought I had so many friends around me.
Mm.
And I don't see none of them like, share, support, comment on anything.
He
But
says
you
that.
do.
Sonny, you speak on that. Come on, because you say that a lot.
You do. You
It's-
know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, shouts out to like I've got to know and get on with so many people that like shouts out to Jeannie, yeah. She supports so much, right? She supports so, but there's people that are grown up around, bro. I've never seen them support a single thing. Yeah. And it's like things like that. Maybe this is why, going back to what we're talking about earlier on with the radio station and blah blah, but maybe this is why certain things don't grow. If you don't support each other on certain things, you will never grow, because this is what I don't get, is how somebody could sit here and support Chris Brown, Vibes Cartel, or whatever. They can say happy birthday on their post. They know them personally. Never like or comment on anything that you say, but you know this person and they watch your videos. You know what I mean? They see your videos. Like,
Sonny says that a lot, man. Sonny, you say that a lot, innit?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, bruv, you will always. This is one thing I've learned recently, and we'll all learn that the older we get, we've got a massive social circle. When we get older, you can't even count your friends on one hand. When you do something for a public viewing thing, strangers will support you more than the people that know you. It's just way of the world, and not just that. Like somebody said, I think it was Fiona. People don't want to dim their own lights. People always want to be, bless you, bruv. People always want to be one step ahead of you, or I mean, and the worst thing it could be, somebody could have everything. They're gonna never need or want for anything. But if you achieve one little small thing, nah, bruv, no one's happy.
I'm going to give you a slightly different viewpoint, because you man have like, and again, I do agree with what you're saying, but I think you guys look at it from living in the town you either born in or grew up in, right? Now,
Wicked question. Wicked thing that you just said. Do you think it's because a lot of people have said this, including famous people, people that are celebrities that have come to Bedford. I know people that have made businesses in Bedford and fucked off. I know people that have made money, people that have come and gone. A lot of people say it's a Bedford mentality.
Now, listen, I'm going to give you yes and no, right? But I've lived, and I can give you it from a different point of view. You man obviously have travelled and been around and whatever, but you man still live where you grew up or are from. I've moved back to Bedford, but for most of my adult life, I've lived in places as diverse as Valencia and Peterborough and Dewsbury. So I've seen outside, and what I've noticed is people who you meet along the way in these places, who you develop acquaintanceships and friendships through. I find a lot of them still to this day support me. Like, I'll see people from 10 years ago pop up on all sorts of things and be like, yeah, man, I heard your thing, or I saw you on there. Like, rah, I worked with you or knew you in Peterborough 10 years ago or whatever. I think it's not just the Bedford thing, what you guys described, though. I think if you're from Ipswich, right, and you know loads of people in Ipswich and you're doing your thing, you will experience exactly the same thing, but an Ipswich version of it, or a Peterborough version of it, or a Norwich version, or a Bristol version of it. I think the smaller the population size, so the smaller the town, will affect it more. But even within big metropolitan cities and areas, there'll be pockets and areas within there where people all know each other, and there's this natural tendency, like you all say, so we're both kind of right, it's not a right or wrong thing, but there is that natural tendency within your own, certainly within your own kind of sphere and circle, where people do think that by shining a light on you, it dims them. So I think, yeah, you're right. It is a Bedford thing from your point of view, but I think if you were speaking to someone who'd spent the number of years you guys have in a place doing what you're doing, whatever, it would be the same kind of response. And it is the same response, because people, when I've lived in those towns, tell me the same thing. Like when I've lived in... Go on.
I agree exactly what you're saying, Otis, because I've always lived in Bedford, but I get around, even when I go on holidays and different places, I like to meet real people, not like the tourists kind, you know what I mean? So, and I've done jobs where I work, like when I was delivering cars up and down the country, I worked with a different person every day. So you get to talking with different people. And I find people support me more than what I meant is people that really know. We really know each other.
Who know each other,
People that really know each other. That went to school with each other, college with each other. Their kids grew up around, but you're not supporting each other. It's not supporting each person. Whereas, like for me, it's different, bro. Like even people will tell you this. I'm not naturally from Bedford. I wasn't born in Bedford.
So you have a different view as well. Yeah, you have a different view to also.
I feel Bedford, like, for me, I feel proud when I see people from Bedford doing well. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
You know
because you have, but that's because you have that outside mentality. That's what is this the simple way. So I always say, like, I got friends, and I'm not going to name them, but I got man them from London Road. Yeah, we all know someone who literally to this day don't leave London Road. They live in the same ends. They go to the same pub. Their job's like a walk away, and like their view of the world is, whether they like it or not, consciously and unconsciously shaped by that small surrounding that they stay in. And I think the more of the world you see, because what you see, the more you see of the world, what you actually realise is just how insignificant you individually actually are, because there's billions of us. You know what I'm saying? And I think it gives you a much better understanding of life overall, the more you kind of see of the world. Simple, really.
One thing I have seen change, though, is the younger generation have got more togetherness when it comes to artistry and music. From what I've seen, certain camps and certain places I've been, I feel the youngsters support each other more. So maybe, hopefully, they can keep passing that on. But then adding to that, maybe we need to change our thoughts and mentality, because since I've been visiting organisations and schools and that, my job is to inspire other children, and people are like, yo, I see you on DJ AG, where you get the older generation, oh, you're an old man, fuck, we going DJ AG for, you're an old man now, still want to be rapper. But then you've got,
that's a really good point, you know. Yeah.
I don't know, a whole school year saying, oh, I see you on DJ AG, you smashed it, that was sick. And next minute this kid's saying, oh, I'm going to be on DJ AG, I'm going to be on DJ AG. So then I've got...
It's all about how you do it inside it, because where I slightly disagree with that is this, yeah? You said the younger generation a little bit more together. Where I disagree with that is this, yeah. There's too much trouble and too much violence between the younger generation. Because I'll tell you this, yeah. I'd say I grew up in the UK in terms of I went everywhere. Yeah. When I used to hang about with YB at 18, 19, listen, we used to spin the point very top. We would drive there and just see what it's like over there. And not once did I ever feel like not once did I ever get into anything.
Hang on, spanner in the works. So what about the time you man nearly got rushed in Liverpool when you've been to some blues and YB pulled up in the roughest part of Liverpool?
Time. I was about to say that, but you know what it is? It's
that was a joke, brother. I was only joking, but yeah, that's Liverpool joke.
But then I went to Liverpool with you, right? Remember? Yeah. And I had my video camera and I was filming. The guy came out. Be careful, you might get robbed around there, but everybody was around us and everybody was cool. We was moving blessed, yeah. These kids, they can't move around like that. And
yeah, that is true, and yeah, that is very true. That is true. Yeah, but I think
more togetherness, man.
But I think when we were younger, this is the thing, and like I don't want to make this a political fucking rant because he'll start crying. But you know, this generation that we're talking about, kids who are 15 and 16, they've lived through nothing but cuts to everything. Yeah, no youth clubs, no less, you know, and they're obviously the rise in social media. And whilst I think a lot of it is self-perpetuating, right? So you have inner city areas that are deprived, and then it's kind of glamorized to a degree. So then smaller towns adopt that mentality and have fuck all to do, so it becomes self-perpetuating. And I think the root of that, the way you address that, the only way you can address that is to address the root cause. Do you know what I mean? Because we've always had youth crime. Like, youth crime is not a new thing. That's not like, I get what you're saying. It felt safer for us when we were younger. Although, you know, there were certain ends you wouldn't go to. Like, you really, especially with like 5 or 6 men, you wouldn't like just roll up in certain places in London or wherever. But generally speaking, yeah, you could travel the country. You could pull up in Northampton or fucking Peterborough or whatever.
I'll tell you my reason to say that is because when I go into schools to teach, I see kids who either on the spectrum of having a disability, or sometimes children that are too loud in the class. So, you know, back in our days, they used to get separated into the units, or in our days, they're called behavioural units now. In our days, it was just called the unit or the separate ways. But what I see now is when I go to schools and organisations, is the kids support each other and they back each other up. And that was from my understanding and what I saw. So,
but do you not think that togetherness you see is where now they kind of within their small groups they band together, but outside of those groups they're more isolated.
Yeah. No, but
Whereas
do you know
when
what
we
I
were
do?
younger, we would kind of more mix. Does that make sense? Like man from Tommy Moore would roll with Rutherford man, and like Bunyan man would roll with.
What I was trying to say, and then that's how it was. Like, especially in our small town of Bedford. When I came here, I went to John Bunyan. But one of my best friends, he's from Kempston, Dawes. Yeah, what's that? Hastonsbury. Yeah. And then YB went to Bidnam. Yeah, but we all, you know what I mean. There was none of this. I can't go here. I can't go there.
Yeah.
I'm not safe there. Not once did I feel like that in this town. Not once.
Yeah.
That's the only downfall to me. But you know what, Sonny? Big shouts out to what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
What is it you do, bro? What do you teach, by the way?
Basically, I'll help run an organisation. We use music as a form of therapy. So kids that are being like misbehaving or are going and do workshops in schools, but all based around music. It could be anything from music production to beatboxing to musical elements, but also putting on performances and shows and putting on events for the local community and kids to come and showcase their artistry and musicianship.
So why don't we just work together? Like, it's not the biggest things, Sonny, but say some of the kids that you do, you say to them, listen, the best kids that you think have done whatever you think they've done, you bring them on radio, whatever, you know what I mean? You let them get a little radio experience, because all that is great for kids as well.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, man, brother. That's why I was reaching out to you. That's why I was reaching out to you, because I've actually got an artist. I've been reaching out to you. So I've got a young girl called Leanne. She's only just turned 18, and she's got a very big Kenyan community as well, who literally just spent thousands of pounds to do a launch party. Check this out. This is what I'm saying. That some people are struggling to put money into themselves, and then you've got this young lady who's got a fat community who've just spent loads of thousands of pounds and put on an event for her as a launch party. And even though it wasn't just to me, because I'm very critical, it could have been better, but everything can be better. But to me, she needs more support and platforms like yours to come and showcase, because it all starts at home, innit, man? It all starts at home, whether we like it or not. It all starts at home. But however, that saying's actually gone now, to be honest with you, because I've noticed you could be famous in China and in the UK don't give a shit. You could be famous in wherever in a different country, and
yeah,
you know
but that's what. So what I was saying, you could be, I think, and Genesis Elijah taught me this, right? I've always heard him say this: concentrate on 1,000 core fans, yeah, who will ride or die for you, yeah. And like platforms
all
like
sorts
this
of different ones
make it really, really kind of easy to do. Just go off the back of what he was saying. I'm building quite a platform here with and I play a lot of underground music. So if you don't mind, I'll maybe once every fortnight or whatever, I'll send you what I'm because I'm building I've done more to push his two big songs. No disrespect to him, not more, but as much to push his two big songs as anyone else involved in them. So I'll send you some shit, and then that's how we can kind of, you know what I mean, just get that little triangle moving around. You know what I mean, because I'm my fingers on the pulse of UK underground music from my taste, but I'm quite good at, because I'm a DJ in it, so I'm out all the time, and I can make people move their body by deciding what to play. So that's a skill in itself. So, but I'm always and because of my Rain Man. So yeah, I'll start join my Discord channel basically. You can find and we'll share it all in there. But yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, all we're trying to do, we're trying to do the same thing, and inspire and educate everyone. So, moving forward, I'm trying to get the youth clubs back open for the kids and somewhere to go. Otherwise, when I see these people, I do these uni events and stuff, and
for that we need funding, and to get funding, we need to vote for the Green Party.
Yep. But yeah, man, I've sort of taken a step back now, so everyone else I get people to do the work for us. So I'm more trying to encourage. I had a meeting with the councils, the police, bare people. But the thing is, my bro, everyone's fighting the same battle, and there's always, like you said, funding. There's only one pot, and everyone's fighting for it.
And that pot gets smaller and smaller. And unless we have a fundamental change and vote for parties like the Green Party, we're going to continue to get smaller. But
the bottom line is, all of us have been through shit, and now we're elder men and we've got kids, and I never want to see or hear any of our children, because even your brother went through a little turmoil a couple of years ago, innit, and nearly got stabbed. You've been through it yourself, Freddie. And yeah, it's not nice, man, and it's just getting worse. So this is what we're trying to do: help avoid
Yeah, well, we're growing.
situations.
We're growing, and listen. At the end of the day, we have to look out for the younger generation. You know what I mean? I think this is what we're really you're here for. Yeah, you're meant to leave your legacy through your knowledge and all that kind of stuff.
Wisdom onto your kids, man.
Let's make it
So
happen.
look, we want to. This has been wicked having you on. We've gone everywhere. We should get some good clips out of this as well, man. So hopefully we can you know what I mean? It's like, so just give everyone, obviously let everyone, if you're not following you, obviously, if they're not following you, follow you. Frenchy's House 78. I've got a few questions, and it's not this or that. It's got a few questions. You can both answer if you want. But I just want a couple of things, yeah? So, what was the first album you bought? Can you remember? Because we did albums. We're from the album era.
It's embarrassing. I'll be honest here, but I ain't got no shame in my game anymore. Yeah, I was going on these times. Yeah, I'm living in Manor Park, and I've got to go through Stratford, and there's this guy selling tapes, cassettes. You remember the cassettes from back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
CDs, cassettes these days, and he was selling New Kids on the Block. Yeah, New Kids on the Block. That was my first. That's my first cassette I bought by myself. I think I was like 10 years old. Yeah, and
What was yours, Tiz?
First album I ever bought, Salt and Pepper, Assault with a Deadly Pepper.
Okay, mine
year
was Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg. I
88.
loved it.
88. See, 88. So, Sonny, yours Dog Pound must have been 92.
No, Dog Pound was late night. No, Dog Pound was 94.
No, actually, no, that was my first rap. My first album was Michael Jackson, Bad, I think.
Bad was my second album.
I think Michael Jackson, Bad.
Yeah,
was
Bad.
my
That's
first.
your own pocket money, though. That's the question.
Nah,
my
sister,
and that was a
Brenda
record.
bought it for me for Christmas.
You see, well, see, my first. Listen, I had sticky fingers back in the days.
Do you remember? Wait.
Yeah.
When we got caught at HMB in Oxford Street. We got caught teeth in tape.
You got caught teeth in. That's what I'm saying.
My mum didn't even know I was in London, and I cried, and these men were clowning me on the train home because I cried.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but yeah.
I know you're not. Like you said about rap earlier, but I'm still going to ask the question, and you can answer as well, Sonny. Best MC ever, best rapper ever, rapper or MC ever. Who's the best? Just one artist. Name one.
For me, dead or alive.
Yeah, anyone.
Well, currently for me, Jadakiss, and then
Good shout. That's a good shout. No, just one. You're only allowed to say one. Sonny, go on one.
Mine always has been Tupac.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was a twist. It was a
that's the thing. You're only allowed to say one. That's the thing. You can only say one.
No, remember, he didn't even tell people his real date of birth or what his real
he's lying.
ethnic origin was. He does this. He does this.
Don't listen to it. How are you gonna get our guest on and insult our guest?
It's
He did this to Ori, bruv. He did this to Ori. But Ori cooked him, innit? Ori cooked him on the podcast. Guys, go and watch Sonny Black get cooked by Ori Styler on the podcast.
No way, no one could cook me.
All right. Next one. Biggest L you've ever.
What's yours, though, Tiz? What's yours?
What one? Just name one.
Yeah, name one.
Hove.
Hove?
Yeah, Hove.
Yeah, come on, man. That was going to be obvious.
Yeah, Hove. I nearly said Kendrick, but Hove. No, I'm only allowed to say one. Sorry. All right, next question. Biggest L you've ever taken?
Ooh. Sonny, you go first.
Just
one sentence. Just the biggest L you've ever taken.
Got jumped by about 50 man. So people, whoever you are trying to rush me 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1, allow it because I got rushed by 50 man. So your beating's going to be nothing compared to what I got over there. And what was worse was the beating. It was all right. I survived it. They picked me up and threw me in a bush of nettles. That was the worst pain.
How old was you?
It was in Queen's Park. I must have been about 18, anything between 18 and 21.
Well, that's a mad one. That's kind of mad. What about going in French, man? What's yours?
I don't know. Shouts out to Lina, though. She says she likes Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
That's just a random comment on yours. I know. I see it, Lily. Yes, Lily. Yeah, big up, Lily. Yeah, Lily's one of the squad. Big up, Rudy, man. Go on. What's your biggest L you've ever taken?
Bro, I don't even know. I've taken a few, man. I'm taking it.
Mine was crashing a car. You know, getting crashed into after having too much of that and cracking 2 ribs and losing my license for 2 years. That's the biggest L I've ever taken. Self-inflicted as well. Like, you know, when the gets thing, like when the gets thing, obviously, like I thought about my thing, innit? Because my thing was mad. I didn't do anything wrong, yeah. This was the mad irony. But I got crashed into, yeah. But I was so smashed that I drove. This was in Yorkshire, 7 miles with 1 tire popped, sparks flying in the air. Gone to my yard, got in a taxi and ended up somewhere. Like, feds come to man's yard, found things that they shouldn't have found. But biggest L of my life. But the lesson there, this is about growth. Fuck it, I don't care. I say it's 10 years ago now. But it was self-inflicted. The biggest L I ever took was self-inflicted. There you go. So that's a big L, man.
And you know what? I was going to say that the worst one, yeah, obviously nearly losing my life, being jumped and stabbed 11 times, right? Because I was innocent. Yeah, I was innocent, yeah. But it was the worst thing that happened to me that's ended up being the best thing that happened in terms of changing my life and making me understand about life, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
You know what? Sometimes you need to lose something before you really appreciate something.
100%. Couldn't agree more, man. No, one thing you tell your 20-year-old self.
Ooh, there's a few things I think about this all the time, yeah. But one for me is just believe in yourself, yeah. I don't know if everybody believes in their self truly when they're 20. Yeah, maybe you want to to be accepted, and I don't know. Like everyone's different, but I don't think I was my true self at 20. So I didn't really believe in myself. I knew I could do it, but I didn't believe that I could do it.
Cool. Sonny?
Make money. Stop thinking about girls.
Mine would be don't drink alcohol. Simple as that. That would be it.
That's hard, Tiz, man. I'm having a drink right now.
Yeah, I see that happening, but I've given up for 3 months now. And my second time, I did 16 months, then I started again. And when I started again, my life started unraveling, so I stopped again. Anyway, last question then. Sonny, I'll ask you this first. Who's your dream interview guest? We're all radio people here. Who's your dream interview guest? One person, go.
What, someone that I'm going to interview or someone that's going to interview me?
No, someone you're going to interview. Who would you most like to sit down and interview? Anybody dead or alive from ever through history? Anybody. Who would you interview?
Oh, God knows, man.
All right, go on, French, man. You come back to you, Sonny. We'll come back to you. Go on, think about it. I'll give you some time to think.
I don't need to think about it. There's loads. There's God. There's Michael Jackson. There's Michael Jordan. There's
the whole point is you're only allowed to say one.
That's what I mean. How do you want to be politically correct, or do you want me to be? Are we talking musician?
One. Just name one person. It's a really simple concept, Sonny. Just name a person. You name 6 and then ask me 8 questions.
Right, go on then. I'll go to Frenchy first.
Go on, Frenchy. To you then.
Only because I respected this guy, and like this guy, to me, right, he's a definition of a real hustler in terms of hustling and looking after family and creating general wealth. Master P. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good. I like that as an answer. Go on, French. I mean, go on, Sonny. Go on. For who? One person.
Nah, it's weird because you just made me emotional.
Why are you emotional, bro?
I was gonna say my nan.
Your nan, I knew you were gonna say.
She's the most person I loved in this whole wide world apart from my babies. And I would just like to come back and tell her, Nan, we're doing it. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. She always said to me, "You're gonna do good, son. Just keep going." She's the only one that gave me the support. You know, Frenchy, that you said about believing in yourself. She's the only person in this whole world that believed in me, bruv. Only person.
Well, she'll be proud of you now, bruv. Big up, Nan, man. Big up.
That's a mad one.
That's a mad one. Before you said that, when you said emotional, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Master P, I like that.
You know what it is with P, right? It's like we're living in a world of social media now, right? But I know, like he might not have made the best music or whatnot, but
what he did, bruv, he sold like 30 million albums in 1 year, and he was making like The albums were selling for $15, and he was making like $11, $12 per album. So do the maths.
Which is unheard of. Unheard of.
In the mid to late 90s, the man was killing it. But Master P,
and he was doing mad things like making cereals and shit.
Yeah, he put his name to anything. Yeah, Master P was dope, man.
Yeah, but listen, can we? Is that the last question? Just
can I just tell you mine? Can I just tell you mine real quick? Tell you mine real quick. Tommy Robinson.
Bloody Otis, talk about it.
I just would take him. I got two conditions. Yeah, he has to. Yeah. No, one condition. He can debate with me, but he has to stay for an hour. Yeah, and
nah, he'd walk out.
It's a proper debate. No, that's the rule. 1 hour. 1 hour.
He'd walk out. You wouldn't let him get a word in. He'd walk out.
I'll break him down in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he'd walk out. He'd say, "Bloody hell, let me talk."
I mean, if you're gonna say Tommy, I'm gonna say Piers Morgan, bro. Yeah. I want to get Piers in the room.
That's a good. And I'd pay to see that for the Frenchman. The Frenchman interviews Piers Morgan. Yeah, I'd have to pay to see that. Bruv, you seen him on a Breakfast Club? He done a Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah, he did. But I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed that Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he owned them, bruv. They didn't challenge him at all. He fucking owned them. He went in there. They didn't interview him. He interviewed them, bruv. Yeah, he interviewed them.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
I noticed because I hate disrespecting people nowadays. But like sometimes Americans, they don't come across like they're obviously they're educated. They don't
but not like Piers ate them for breakfast, man. It was too easy for him. Like that.
Breakfast, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson would be mine. But yeah, that's my final question. I just like
moving forward. Am I right in saying, Frenchy, you've used In2Beats as a platform to support music and also put on a show? Do you do it every single day, Monday to Friday?
Yeah.
So you're very committed. So I applaud you for your commitment, man. It's a job. So I applaud you for your commitment. However, do you feel that we could do more? To maybe you as a DJ host and a committed employee of In2Beats, and we as community members, could we help or assist or do more in regards to give it more of a platform to people, and also making In2Beats sort of give people a chance, like new DJs and new MCs and new hosts and new things like that.
That's quite open to that though, isn't he? He's quite open to that, yeah?
Very open to that. It's very, very open to that, yeah. But like I say, it's all about doing more and just work. Like this is a start. Like this has been dialogue at least. We haven't done this before between three of us. You know what I mean? So it starts with stuff like this. Like if you come on my show, Sonny, yeah, it's to promote what you do as a business. Yeah, and promote young people that you know what I mean, which could open up a different door for you as well.
Very true, man. It's a simple word and it gets thrown around, but just like
But okay, another question.
Before we do, because we're wrapping up in about a few minutes because it's nearly 11 and I've got to do all the shit and that. Yeah, but what I will say is I've got a spanner in the works question. But go on, you go first, Sonny.
Is there statistics that can prove what kind of listeners and listening you have? Because are we even wasting our energy using such a platform when maybe somewhere like this platform or on TikTok or Instagram or something who's got much further reach could possibly help in any way?
Well, it's all how you see it. It's all how you see it, right? For me, you kind of enough exposure.
Yeah, I don't want to answer your question for you, but I think and I said it earlier. We've kind of come back around to it, but I said it earlier that like the future of anything to do with radio, whether it's radio, TV, whatever, the future of what they call it legacy media, yeah, which is newsprint, TV, and radio. They're called their legacy, and then you've got like digital media, which is fucking social media, website, blogs, all of that. And the only way legacy media survives for the next decade, yeah, and I'm talking 10 years, is if legacy media integrates with digital media. So the only way that it's not a question of do you think that the answer is really simple. It's called evolution and the passage of time. And the only way that anything survives is if it has a synergy, literally links up with digital platforms. So for In2Beats to be here in 2035, yeah, it will be that In2Beats is on all of those platforms. It's not a choice. It won't be a choice. It won't be because you have to understand all markets are driven by the people that consume them. And
does In2Beats have a TikTok?
Yeah, they do, but it's not run like everyone just runs their own TikToks. You know what I mean?
So do you know
But
what? Can I just throw?
I can't answer the questions for them because I'll be honest with you. Do you know what I do? I do my show. I'm being honest with you. I do my show, and that's all I concentrate. And it's not like how it used to be before, like where there's an office and there's somebody downstairs. Or it's a studio. Yeah, I type in the thing. I go in.
I think that's where we went wrong.
I'm
People
by
like me and you
myself,
go
so
wrong.
I can't really
People
answer questions about.
Yeah, no,
talk about
that's-
anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it, but that's where I'm recognizing that's where we go wrong because we're passionate about our thing. So we want to see progression, we want to see evolution, we want to see more things. So then when we express our opinions and views, we get the backlash. Whereas Frenchy calmly goes every day of the week, does his show, no qualms, no problems, in and out, off you go, like you just said.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason why it hasn't moved. So people like you do need to start making some noises.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do. It's all about.
Ready? This is something left field. But go on, carry on.
It's all about, for me. It's all about how you communicate. So anything possible, son. As long as
Man.
everything is
And like I was saying, I know there's people out here, and even the youths that don't know In2Beats, and I'm like, what? You don't know your own?
You know what?
Send your songs.
Can I
Send your
just say
songs to
something?
these
But I think,
DJs.
but I think that's where what I'm talking about. Like, it's easy to say, oh, they had X had not they, but X hasn't done Y. But what for me, it should be how can A assist B? Then that's so you can talk about what didn't happen when and how and whatever, but actually that's then. You can't we can't go back to 9 o'clock at the start of this fucking podcast. Never mind fucking like 8, 5, 6, 7, 10 years. And I think what you have to do is you have to go, right, this is what we've learned. This is what we've learned from that. What we need to do. So like a simple, and let me give you that in really simple, practical terms. Like now, I'm just speaking from the heart, and I like to think factually and based on like fucking sense. But I think that, like I'm saying, for any platform to any legacy media thing to grow, they need to evolve. And I think what would be a big win if someone, listen, I'd love it to be me, but I ain't got the funds or the infrastructure or the time to even do it. But where In2Beats could get a win if someone and it always works from within. So this would probably be yourself. If I'm in In2Beats now, I'd be going, right, how the fuck do we make In2Beats TikTok big? Because then leaving it in the hands of each individual is great for when the person on the end is you, because your TikTok is big. But when DJ, and I don't know many other names, so when DJ Joe Blogs comes in, who doesn't really care about TikTok, so therefore doesn't have that fault, and that's not their fault or blame. But if there is a central TikTok that is controlled for the station, all of a sudden the 20 DJs, without them doing anything other than turning up and doing their set, are being shown to an audience on TikTok. And I think that's a really quick win. But all it takes is, like anything, is it takes an idea, then a plan, then some action, and then a result. And that's as simple as that. And I tell you what, if I had the time and the finances to invest, because it is an investment, you would have to invest in order, not just time, but whilst TikTok can become self-sufficient in terms of earnings over a period of time, you still have to invest that time and a little bit of get going. And the thing with anything, and this platform rewards it and punishes it equally, is consistency. If you're not consistent, so yours is consistent. And we'll talk off air about like some of the, because I was looking what you told me. I don't want to, unless you want to mention it, but I don't want to talk about what you told me about the TikTok guy. But I'll talk to you about it off air. But like, I'm learning some stuff from TikTok, and it's like you have to be consistent with it. Do you know what I mean? And like, so for In2Beats to evolve to that, because I listen to you and I catch the odd little bit of other shows. But if like you said, Gov is open to evolving and stuff. But if you are visible, like Sonny says, most of the youths don't know. But if you're visible to the youths start to know. But then that market then starts to demand a certain type of music, which is young, up and coming DJs, maybe fed by Sonny or whatever. Yeah. And all of a sudden, that legacy market, that I'll be real, because I'm a real person. I've got all the respect for In2Beats. It gave me my first break into this media game, and I'll always remember that, whatever's happened over the years. But I think from an outsider's point of view, it would be fair to say that up to a point it has stagnated. Now that's not down to the radio, that's down to the medium, because radio as a whole has stagnated. Less people listen to One Extra, less people listen to Capital. In fact, the only stations that show growth in legacy media are talk stations like TalkSport and LBC. Anything else?
You know, I'm sorry to cut you, but you know what?
Big up Prince.
Where for me personally, I feel like I've moved on. One of the things that I clocked on from years ago, even though I was DJ, and yes, I'm a DJ, I see myself as a presenter.
Yeah, you are. You're a great presenter.
Don't get me wrong. Like when I'm doing my radio shows, I'm playing music and I'm dancing. But really, what I enjoy, I like the talk shows. Because talking is what draws people in.
100%.
Like now, people have literally just they're sitting here, they're locked and listening to a conversation. People are drawn into real conversations about real stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm drawn into. I like the presenting side of it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, because I feel like the way people consume music is totally different.
Totally different.
Listen, you've got YouTube, you've got SoundCloud, you've got all these different platforms. Why am I going to listen to your radio show? Why am I going to listen to you?
Well, that's a good point. But I'll tell you, and you've made me. I'll answer the question. See, people listen to your radio show because you're the personality on the show, and the music runs in parallel with it. But you are right. It needs variety now, because also what we have to look at is human attention spans, and this is a fact. Human attention spans over 3 decades have shrunk dramatically because of how we consume. So all I'm saying just back to what I was saying is that for me, you have a prime opportunity here where you go, right, with the resources that I've got, i.e. I'm on the inside, and my own growing knowledge of how this platform can work. And listen, being grown and being smart in any enterprise means calling in the people to help you. But you build, you where you're primed now could be the person that takes In2Beats from its stagnant, and I mean this not in a derogatory way, but its stagnant place because of the medium. You could be the face and the vehicle that takes it to the digital, alongside the digital age. You will always get people that will get in the car, it's on In2Beats. You will always get people that are at work in a job where they can have it on tuning radio. So you've already got a 15-year core base. But I think the next step for you to continue, and I'll be honest with you, and here's my spanner in the works. I'm going to ask this as a question. Do you ever see a day, and I'll ask this to both of you, do you ever see a day where there's a Tiz and Sunny, or it used to be called Tiz and Switch though back then, it wasn't called Sunny Black, it was called the Tiz and Switch hip hop show. Do you ever think there'll be a day where there's a Tiz and Sunny Black show, even as a one-off on In2Beats ever again? There's a question. There's a spanner in the works.
If you wanted to make that happen, we can make that happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
Why are you so negative? Wait a second, One second, Freddie. Why are you so fucking negative?
I told you we're too opinionated, bruv. We go there and
we just sat here for 3 hours and had big conversations, and your first fucking reaction is that ain't gonna happen. All right, fuck it, bun him off. Tell you what, let's me and you do a reunion show then, bro. There you go.
He's been dying for that.
Shut up. Oh, shut up. I offered it to you first, you fucking idiot.
No, but listen though, yeah, you see like what you're saying, yeah, it's true. Because one thing I realised myself as well, Tiz, yeah, I'm 47, and I've got to be real with myself. I'm 47, so some of the stuff that maybe 16, 17-year-olds are into, I'm not playing it because it doesn't go with what I do. So, yeah. I'd love to bring in younger people that could use that, you know what I mean? And that can work, bro. Yeah. That can work. There's no gatekeeping around here or trying to let the younger generation shine. Let them do their thing.
And he probably knows 20 people right now that with some help and nurturing, and because they're young people who could feel that thing. And I think it's not what you've also got, and I hear you saying that, it's not abandoning your core audience, it's opening up new audiences. It's like you have a shop. You might just start selling one type of goods, but you see all the youths going past, so you start stocking different type of goods. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what we'll say. Because I think but conversely, I think if you don't do that, because the medium itself will die eventually, there'll come a day where it just becomes a thing of the past. Because people still consume radio on their phone, yes, but for how long? Because platforms
you got married the two, bro. You got married the two.
You got to marry the two. You have.
We've actually got a radio station.
But you know, like back in the days, yeah, you used to get flyers. Like for if you got an event, people are handing out flyers. People don't really do that shit no more. Yeah,
never.
Everything is all on social media now. Whatever event you've got, people, you know what I mean? So,
but I think the other thing to remember as well is people are now literally building audiences where they're, the route to market's simple now. Imagine even 10 years ago, you couldn't turn on a camera and have a three-way conversation for 2 hours. Are you joking? On what? On what? Where? With who? Do you know how many people? Let me tell you the numbers. Do you know how many people have seen this tonight? 1,700 people have come through this room tonight.
Well, there you go.
We've even got a radio station called Bedford Radio.
The numbers, and Tiz, one thing I will say with you, bro. Sonny, I haven't been clocking onto you as much. Yeah, I don't know if you're on as much, but Tiz, you're consistent on it now. You got to be. But
when you Mr. TikTok.
Yeah, but
He's
yeah,
Mr.
but,
TikTok,
but you sit there with that mocking look on your face. But Mr. TikTok is a core audience, and I'll be real with you.
I bigged you up last time, didn't I?
A growing and sense. I'm not going to use like terms specifics, but let me tell you, I don't sit here for nothing, and it grows and grows. But like anything, you have to be consistent. It's like anything.
You have to be consistent, yeah,
man. But look, listen,
we
I've
have
talked
jokes,
loads,
but I just bigged him up last time as well for keeping his consistency.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not. But hey, listen, Sonny, I want to invite you on the show as well, man. We need to speak on the show about what you're doing, because one of the things that I'm all about is promoting what people are doing as positive within the town, and what you're doing, working with kids, and that's what I'm on. Yeah, that's definitely what I want you to come on. Let's make it happen.
Well, listen, someone in the comments just said that, yeah, Fanny, you should definitely go on the radio. Do it ASAP. Someone in the comments just said that we got 1.7 through the room while Celebrity Jungle started tonight, so that's not bad views. There's loads of people. Just big up everybody in the chat. There's so many people, super fans, Redders,
man, big up.
Ames. Nicole's been smacking it tonight. Big up Nicole, big up Redders again, big up Jeannie G, man. You've been coming through like you're smacking it. Jeannie G was here waiting, man. Big up, man. That's as far back as it goes, but I know I've missed loads of people. But tonight has been, as first times of doing something goes, fucking successful, man. We've argued, we've got bare information, we've got bare jokes.
Right, big up, man. Good show.
Yeah,
man, it was a long time coming. I knew,
brothers. Man, but sorry, we're definitely gonna link up, and Tiz, we're gonna have to do another. Because last time we came on the radio show, you didn't even do a set. We ended up speaking for the whole hour.
I'll come and do a set. I'll come and show the Bedford DJs that thought I couldn't DJ. That man's a bad man, yeah. I'll fucking shell down anybody. I'll clash anyone. Anyone wants to come on the radio, clash me, yeah.
I've got to give him.
Anyone in your camp, yeah. Bring anyone. Apart from Sean Harvey, no Sean Harvey, yeah. Then I'm done.
Well, you don't want to smoke with Harvey, man.
I don't want no smoke with Harvey, yeah. But anyone else,
really,
I'll clash you. I don't want to smoke with Harvey.
What you're saying? You
Harvey's
Harvey
my guy, man.
over
that guy there, I said, yeah,
over
man,
Covey.
Yeah, I'll clash Covey tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, you know what,
Harvey over Turno.
One of my best shows ever, right, on the station. It used to be on a Saturday. It used to be 3 DJs, right? Three 10-minute rounds. You like one hip hop R&B, one house or whatever. And DJ with the most 777s on the screen. Yeah? At the end of each round, they win the rounds. Right, I want to bring that back.
Yeah, bring it back. The thing is, bruv, you've got ideas, man, and like I feel that, like I said, like with some of the things you've been saying, bruv, there's a lot of things that you could do. Yeah, you are really the face of it now. At the end of the day,
that's why I'm saying he's the face of In2Beats.
Yeah, like you are the face, and like, and I always say to Sonny, like one of the things I always say to Sonny, he doesn't appreciate how good he is in the field that he's in, and I get a bit of that vibe from you, yeah. And I'm not saying you're not great at what you do, but I think that like. There's something there, bruv. You are really the face for it. You've put in the 50 years. Do anything like that, do it, bruv. But if you do that, I'll say it now, yeah. You should make it have a thing where the winner stays on, bruv. Man will be on it every fucking week, bruv, until you bring about.
Bruv, listen, I can't express this enough. There was a time and point where Tiz and I used to walk outside of the radio station, and we would have a bag of man waiting outside for us and wanting to hand us their music. Plus other goodies to say thank you for playing our music, and that's what you need.
Not being funny, Sonny, yeah, because I remember this. That started happening when I was doing the show with Tiz. Remember Tiz? Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, see, so that's what you need back. You need that back there.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. But you know what it is, Tiz. At the time, what you didn't realize, yeah, it's like you and I was really like rooting for that. But you had more passion for it than I did, yeah. Because I was more on the house vibe and all that kind of. Like now, I like a bit of everything, but then
but even now,
do you not think now though, just really quickly, that I think genres matter way less now. Especially me, I DJ fucking like 12 genres a night. Yeah, I just like music now, innit? It doesn't matter to me. It can be hip hop. It can be.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that.
Like I'm in my drum and bass bag. One thing about we talk about Turno, I had the fucking win of my life a couple of weeks ago. I went to a dinner party, yeah. And my man was there, and he's like, "Can't be bothered." But you just said, "I'll select the tunes, and you play them." Bruv, I had Turno selecting his tunes for me to smash the set. It was fucking sick, bruv. Like it was.
What? You need to stop teasing me with Turno. You need to get him on the show, bro. You need to get him on the show, man. That's my guy, but I still haven't got him on the show yet.
Yeah, we've had him booked about 3 times.
Yeah, we're trying. But listen, I'm going to wrap it up because we've hit the 3 hours of the show and the 2 hours of this. But French, man,
Yeah, big
love
up. I need to have a bath.
love and
Let's get
respect
something
and
to eat.
blessings and everything, man. Like, it's been a good chat. It's good to catch up. I'm glad we've like come back, and I think that, you know, together, like just us three, bruv. Like we're big in this game, yeah, and like we're all doing our things individually. And I think that like where we can cross over and work together, we have to do it. Like, and we can help a lot of people. We can continue to like cross over with like you've gained fans tonight. Sonny's gained fans coming on my live. Like most of your fans will be glad when I shut the fuck up, but that's another story. So yeah, hey, but I kept it going, man. I'm a pro, bruv. I kept it going. I'm a pro, man. I'm a pro. Big up.
Oh, listen, keep doing what you're doing. I'll vote for you. I keep saying to you that politics shit that you're into right now. You're doing it.
Oh my God! Don't tell him that.
I'm interested in it. I don't like politics, but I'm listening to your.
But you're gonna
views.
vote. You're gonna vote. You're gonna vote. So he's gonna vote next election, 100%. If you have to.
I think you should start your own little. Think of a name, a brand.
No, I'm a member of a political party, man. Vote Green. Listen, guys, see you on Tuesday. Monday's my day off. Sonny, I love you, bro. Sonny, I couldn't be me without you. Remember that, yeah?
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going. Bless.
Big up.
Peace and love, gang.
Spelling the Works podcast.
See you on Wednesday. No, Tuesday, not Wednesday. Thank you, guys. Love you all, man. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll catch up soon. I'll clip it up and look out on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, Spanner in the Works podcast. Follow me on Instagram, at the Sound Temple DJ, and share this around and tell everyone how sick it was and tell people that I never shut